Okay, all right. Now it should be live. Let me make sure this thing is running and then turn off the sound. It says it's still, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. So, hey, how's it going? Haven't been on YouTube for, wow, 2 months? 3 months? It's been a while. I know it's been a long time. Let me see. So I'm just waiting for Zabora. She had something come up kind of at the last minute she had to take care of. So I just decided to just give her some time because I don't think it'll be something that'll happen. That'll be done in like 5 minutes. So I figured I'd just go ahead and go live, and then she can join us whenever she wants. So I'm just kind of adjusting the windows right now. So let's see, who do we got in the chat? We got Loki's Witch. Hey, Loki's Witch, how's it going? I will be on after I take off. Stephanie, hey, Stephanie, how's it going? King Pooh, how's it going, King Pooh? KC Atheist, Randy, how's it going? Lady Witch is, whoops, show. Lady Witch, hey, how's it going? And Chad, hey, Chad, how's it going? Hello, can't stay, but read your title. Yeah, I agree, Chad. Exactly. And hey, Mad Witch, how's it going? So yeah, so nice, good. All right. So my apologies to everyone. I haven't been on YouTube. I was just taking some time off. I just needed to get out and just take some time. And I hate it when people make videos talking about how they're going to go on vacation or whatever. You know,
well, it's good to see you back, Logan.
Yeah, well, thank you. So I was just letting everybody know because I went ahead and went live because I figured your conversation might take a while.
No. I kind of heard, and my husband, he's gonna go back to sleep. He's a little drunk, and he doesn't really know how to talk right now. So it's okay. He needs time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope he's okay.
Well, yeah, he'll be okay. We just we got some stuff to work through.
Okay. So I was just rattling off who we got in the house. So
yeah, I heard Lady Witch was in the house. What's up, girl?
And Mad Witch, and so I wanted to do this video because you did a video recently to a call for an uprising, and then I made a comment, and I haven't really been on YouTube that much. Why does this thing keep blocking Chad's comments?
I don't know who Chad is.
Well, yeah, but every time he makes a comment, it needs my approval to post it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Everybody else's comment is fine, and he's not saying anything. It's not like he's writing anything inappropriate. I don't know. Maybe the filters went up or something.
I don't know. Well, YouTube did just do that update, and they've been doing some weird shit.
The censorship is getting ridiculous. It is absolutely it's beyond comedy at this point. It's just so ridiculous, the censorship.
All right, give me a second. You might get some feedback from me. I'm gonna
turn off your mic if you have to do something.
There we go. Okay. That should do it. I was just trying to get to the comments here.
Yeah. So you made a video to a call for an uprising, and then I made a comment there, and I just noticed all of these comments, all these supposed Christians. Did you read some of their comments?
Oh, I know. Like thousands of them have called for my death.
That's those.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. Their words roll off of me like semen off an evangelical preacher's lips from a 14-year-old methed out prostitute homosexual, okay?
Well, now my video is completely demonetized. Thank you very much.
Just had to do it. You knew what this was when you started this chat. Don't even play.
Oh man, some of the stuff I was reading. Do you mind if we read some of those comments off your channel?
Bring it. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
because you guys got to see this. This is unbelievable. Give me a second while my boomer brain starts working.
You take your time. I'm gonna talk to these people.
A
so,
boomer
so basically, I did plan on waiting on doing my response video to all of the hate comments, just because I didn't think that the amount of hate comments I was gonna get would become as massive as it did. But if you look at that video, it's nearing 6,000 views in a week. Excuse me. I'm drinking an alcoholic carbonated beverage. I did just burp. So I did plan on holding it off, but there were so many comments within just 3 days that I had to use a 10-minute video that was a collaboration of 3 songs from Incubus Succubus in order to include all of the hateful comments, the imagery that I wanted to include about the witch burnings and that kind of stuff, and the trials and tribulations that I tried to include about Native people. So, hey, Chad just donated. Hey, thanks, Chad. I guess Lilokin's gonna like that. So, but I mean, it was just so hard to include all of that stuff. I did try to include the basic comments, which were, hey, you don't have to include the Old Testament because that's the Old Covenant, which is counteracted by Revelation saying you can't change one word of this law, as well as Jesus saying he did not come to change the law, but to fulfill it. Then there was the argument that you're all going to burn in hell, but I was like, hey, hell doesn't exist. It actually comes from Zoroastrianism, which is a pagan religion, which is where Judaism come from. So, I tried to be fair in the amount of bigotry that I showed. So it was kind of massive, but I tried my best, man. I am just one person.
No, thank you for that. I should have had this. I should have had this ready earlier.
It's okay.
So
Dude.
thanks for filling the time there.
Yeah, no, I tried.
So let me see what I missed. So I just muted myself because hey Chad, thanks.
Oh, hey, a call from An Uprising is here. What's up, dude?
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that person is the real.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
Yeah. I don't think that's the real call for an uprising.
Well, I don't know. He's calling Chad a fucking loser, dude. Do you think maybe I should boot him?
No.
I mean, okay. It's your channel. No. I won't touch
Moderators, please don't do not kick anybody unless they're posting something that's racist or I mean it has to be pretty overt. It has to be pretty bad.
He said, nice hat, by the way, Chad, you fucking loser. So, I mean, your call, dude.
Well, if you want to block him on your end, I have no problem with that. But
done. That's your channel, though. That's why I asked you. You're in charge here.
Yeah, thank you. So, all right. Well, let me see. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to do this. I just want to kind of go over some of these comments because this is just too much. It is really too much. And
you know what? Lady Witch just said it does go to his channel, so that's cool that a call for an uprising has now subscribed to you and is so obsessed with you because that's what he accused me of doing. So yay for being a hypocrite, dude.
Well, if a call for an uprising wants to come on.
Hey, I'm all for that if he wants to talk about his Bible. I told him that in the last video.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me see. Can you... dang it. Come on. Seriously, what the hell is this? It's actually whole. How the hell did I get there? Okay. Again, boomer moments. My apologies. All right. Okay, so let's see. Let's read some of these wonderful comments that some of these people wrote. So to be fair, let's even show mine. So can you see it, Comedic?
I only see me.
You only see you. Okay, so hold on.
Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Excuse me. All right, I see you now.
Okay. All right. So let me see here. God damn it. Okay, so my comment was a call for an uprising is very unstable. He is insane, but fun to play with because he gets so angry and takes everything personal. Have you ever seen this comedian that sounds exactly like him? And to be fair, let's go ahead and just click that too. Oops, did I do this right?
Namaste, Americans. You are petrified because of orange-faced scam artist, egomaniacal monster who gives the Ku Klux Klan a bunch of big old boners is our new president-elect. Troy here with a guided meditation for fear. You're freaked out right now, aren't you? You've gone fetal, haven't you? Because you've been paying attention to corporate media outlets with headlines like "The end is near" and "Trump and the slow crawl of Hitler's fascism." Understandable. But these are the very same media outlets that lied to you throughout the entire election. They gave Trump 5.
So I don't need to play it completely,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to give people, so they have a reference point.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a link in there if you want to go and check that out for yourself. I just found it fascinating that the guy sounds so much like him. I don't know if it is. It might be, but I'm not going to make that statement.
Oh, his message is pretty on point there. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the same kind of ignorance and bigotry that a call for an uprising kind of spews.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the typical satanic blah blah blah. But he don't want to talk about what's in his Bible.
Yeah. So okay, let me. So we didn't even go over some of the comments. God damn it. Okay.
Get to it, La Logan. You got this. I believe in you.
Again, I just closed it too.
I will read some of them to you if you want, but I can't really show them to you, I don't think.
Let me see. Let me go back to this history channel. There we go. All right. Yeah, well, we gotta read some of these because it's just so over the top. So all right. So we read my comment and we saw that little video. So let me go back. Let me share this. I don't do this for like a little while and I can't remember how to do it. Present everyone. Hide. Okay, so now am I presenting?
Yeah, I totally see it.
Okay, good. All right, okay. So anyhow, so the comments below were Comedic said new on me. This is Afrani, I don't know, said laughing out satanic scum. You probably eat babies, weird ass nigga. Unbelievable. Haley hopes you know nothing about us, so just sit down and shut up. It's not his fault. He doesn't read his Bible as a whole. Only cherry picks when he wants to. He's clearly racist and probably a troglodyte from Alabama. I hear they're screaming incest down there. Haley Hope said, "I have no doubt of I have no doubt of that. I thought troglodytes only existed in the pit. It is a few miles northeast of the Capitol Wasteland." Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh my! No, never mind. I'm not reading a fucking wall of text.
There have been a few I've just like ignored and posted biblical quotes at, hoping they would look them up. Because there have been a few wall of text. I'm just like, no, I appreciate that you love me and all that, but I can't handle your bigotry and hate at that level.
Yeah. If you want to post something to if you want to post a comment that's going to be read, make it succinct and to the point, and limit the number of words you use, because anybody who sees that, like I've come on and I've seen like I have like 99 plus comments, and
Yeah.
I'll go in there and if I see a wall of text, I'm like, I'm not reading it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not fucking reading it. And
I'm the same way, unless it's like broken up.
Yeah, I mean, well, even don't even break it up into, because I hate that too. Like, you know, like, okay, part 1 and part 2 and part 3, and it's like, fuck.
I mean, like, I have really no problem reading a wall of text, but it's the same basic bullshit I've dealt with for the past, like 10 years of my life. It's not worth my time. So the wall of text with the Jesus bullshit, it's not going to get read, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe the first 4 sentences I will respond to, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You kind of read through it and pick out the points. So let's see. Zachary said, your shirt alone says I shouldn't pay much attention to whatever you have to say.
They hate the shirt, dude. They hate the Summon Demon shirt. I'm going to wear this almost every day that I can. It is my armor.
Could you imagine if, like, actually, to be honest, yeah, normal society, they do judge people by what people wear. But could you imagine just like completely whatever somebody says, you're just going to 100% nullify it because of a shirt they're wearing?
Or the way they look. Do you know how many comments I've gotten about you're fat and stupid? Huh? I'm like, yeah, I'm fat, but that doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Right. Yeah, well, they're always going to pick out whatever it is that they think that you feel the most, what you are most insecure about. That's what they're going to address.
Of course.
So whatever it is, if you have big ears, you're fat or whatever, they're just going to call it out.
Exactly. And I actually kind of did run a little scientific experiment on this. Mm-hmm. Number 1, I brought up my cold sore in the comments. So not a lot of people brought up that, the cold sore in the video. So not a lot of people brought that up in the comments. But my weight seemed to be like the number 1 thing that people wanted to talk about if it wasn't the King James version of the Bible. Mm-hmm. And every time I quoted the King James version of the Bible, it seemed to be more horrific than the original quote I used.
Yeah, the Bible is pretty violent. There's genocides and mass murders and rape, and yeah, it's not all light read. If you can get through the begats.
Yeah, I mean, I've told people, like, look, I understand you haven't read your Bible, but it kind of needs a strong stomach if you're going to start.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's see. Then other people said, I cannot believe anyone follows you. You are literally repulsive and horrible example of a woman. You're a perfect example of how society has went down into the sewer. Wow. He was talking about hell. You're insane. I'll pray for you. Aw, thank you. Or whoever she was talking to. This poor girl needs help. God will punish her. No worries. A call for an uprising is amazing. God is going to punish you, Zabora?
Yeah, God hates me, man. I've accepted it.
But Jesus died for you. They're praying.
I know, but that's just fake. That's just a fairy tale.
Well, they're praying that Jesus shows you the truth.
Well, congratulations to them.
At least it's a nice comment.
No, it's a very nice comment. A lot of them have been nice. I pray that they read their Bible, but that's not going to happen either.
A crazy Christian said by a crazy devil worshiper. Okay. I don't think either one of us are devil. I know I'm not a devil worshiper. Or do you worship the devil?
I personally don't worship the devil. A lot of people have said that I'm in with the Illuminati, but I'm still waiting for my membership card. So, that's a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we can't mention the I word, Not ever since the meeting we had last week with Bob from HR.
Look, it's not my fault that he got pushed into the portal, okay? Satan needed a loyalty test, and he told me to do it.
You sacrifice one person at the Bohemian Grove, and everybody,
Hey, you take that up with the Dark Lord.
Oh man. Let's see. How could he have threatened you? He did not do anything. You attacked him.
Okay, so actually what he did was say that the burning times were going to come back. That was specifically his comment, that the burning times are going to come back and punish people like me. In my video, I do display it so you guys can go and check it out. I do have another person tell me that he's not that bad a guy because he knows him personally. I'm like, okay, cool. So he doesn't personally want to pull the trigger on my life, but he wants someone else to do it, and yet somehow that makes him the good guy. Gotcha. Fuck you.
Just an FYI for people out there, if you make a death threat towards anyone, whether it's whether you're being serious or not, other people might take it very seriously. And I know how YouTube and Google is. They're cracking down on stuff. So I don't know. I mean, so far they've banned YouTubers. I don't know if they'll ever ban commenters. But I mean, anyhow, it's just something to think about. So tossing around death threats is not something you should do.
I do know that there were a couple of names of channels and stuff that did get suspended off of, like, not Google Hangouts, G Plus, when that was a thing, just because of their hateful comments, just because they came back to talk about how they were censored and all that, and deplatformed and whatnot. So I don't know if enough hateful comments will deplatform you from speaking out against people, but there certainly seems to be a pattern of it from YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've at this point, I don't even like if somebody makes a death threat against me nowadays. I don't even bat an eye. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so, I will be honest. The first one I took very seriously. The second one, you know, and then after the third, the fourth, it was like, okay.
Yeah. After your fifth death threat, you know, you're kind of immune to the bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't scare me. I read the Bible, dude.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me see. Lose some weight, you feminist thing. Okay. You are just another enemy of God trying to go against people exposing the darkness. Repent or burn.
How dare I read the Bible?
Yeah. Trying to go against people exposing the darkness. Exposing what darkness? What darkness?
What the Bible says, because they don't read it. It's covered in darkness because they've never seen it. Fucking idiots. I'm sorry. Was that too far?
No. Don't worry about it. I was joking around earlier. I don't know. I mean, I try to play by YouTube's rules, but I mean, at this point, I really don't care. I mean, I'm not. This is not my source of income, nor do I. I mean, at one point, I really wanted to try and make it on YouTube, but I've pretty much just given up on that. So.
See, and I never thought I'd make it on YouTube, so me having like 6,000 views on one video in a week is kind of a big deal to me. Mm-hmm. Yes, a call for an uprising. You were right. I like it. Touch my pussy. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
All right, so let me see.
Sorry, I'm
Hey, you said it. I don't care. That's not you.
Actually, someone came onto my channel and told me that Jamie sits in his house all day with his blinds closed because he's scared of the Illuminati.
Could be.
Makes sense to me.
Who's Jamie?
Jamie is actually the name of the dude who runs A Call for an Uprising.
Oh. How do you know that?
So the Temple of Satan put out this article about him. I literally Googled it. because the YouTube algorithm just works that way. And the Google algorithm is linked to it. I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk.
Oh, so okay. Well, then we gotta check that out too.
Yeah, his last name starts with a B. It's like Bunafuku, but I can't actually pronounce it.
I'm not into doxing people though.
Oh yeah, no. I
They can
understand.
do it.
It's just
I'm not gonna do it on my channel.
I can't pronounce his last name. It's like
we'll check out the article.
Yeah.
We'll check out the article.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. You are lost. Please repent from your witchery and come to Christ. That's not what you said. You are very unstable. You need help. I just want to say I watch a video, and as a Christian, I am offended, but I understand that not everyone believes what I believe. Whoa. Okay. Can we get some brownie points for Ashley K here? Fucking yes. Thank you, Ashley K. I am offended, but I understand that not everyone believes what I believe. Do you understand what level of evolution has just taken place in this Christian? This is fucking awesome.
Don't deceive yourself, dude. Read the rebuttals.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I'm just going to cherish this part. Not everyone believes what I believe. That's really all I want to hear from Christians is you believe something different from me, and that's okay. You know, it's such a simple sentence, but it would mean so much to me.
That's true. You know, just a little, hey, it's okay to exist, even though you acknowledge things different than I do.
Exactly. All right. I hope you think about the fact that there are Christians out there that love all people but don't love their sins. Okay. I will not judge anyone because that's not my place to judge. Wow, this person's earning a lot of points from me. But from what you said about Christians, I felt you were throwing judgment on me for my belief, and that's wrong. I hope you have a change of heart and speech. Have a nice day. Well, at least she was really respectful and really nice. So for those of you out there who think all Christians are horrible, horrible people, you know, here's one that's at least not insulting us.
True. And I want to make this perfectly clear. I don't hate Christians. I don't call for the death of people like others have called for my death.
Yeah.
I hate the Bible. I hate what's written. It's not accurate. It's complete fabrication. And even if it was a representation of what the people believed 2,000 years ago, that doesn't make it truth. So I hate the Bible, not people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm just kind of just saying hello to everybody. It's nice to see everybody here.
Hello, people. I know they missed you. Because I missed you.
Yeah, I just needed some time to recharge my batteries. Let me see. Okay, so real Christians know what is wrong with churches these days. Church doesn't save you. Jesus, in all capitals, does. And how you can't see what is happening in the world today is beyond me. I will pray for you. I'm glad you think it's all a joke, laugh, but Jesus is returning soon. Woe to those that call good evil and good evil. Okay, whatever. Nonsense.
Yeah, nonsense.
Evil is still evil. Good is still good. If you murder someone, that's not good. If you murder
because our morals.
Huh?
Oh, our morals come from evolution as a social species and not as from some god or something like that.
Right.
Our morals are dictated by being a social species.
Right. Yeah, and if you go back to like the code of Hammurabi, which predates definitely predates
Moses.
Right. You'll see parallels between the 10 Commandments and things in the code of Hammurabi. Hammurabi.
Yes, he will.
But,
Yes,
yeah.
most certainly. Hammurabi, his stela is still available, and it's in a museum somewhere,
Mhm.
which is where a lot of people think that the biblical commandments may have started from.
Mhm.
And then you also have the story of Moses, who parted the Red Sea, but you have the story of Snefru, the pharaoh, who parted the lake in order to find a trinket, like a turquoise bobbit or something, for a slave girl in order to be the hero and impress this topless girl.
Mm.
So that also mirrors references of Moses parting the Red Sea. You know, you have Snefru parting the lake.
Mhm.
So if you want to go back far enough,
Mhm.
you'll find paganism in Christianity and Judaism. But you know, what do I know?
Yeah. 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 And okay, so let me see. How come your God? Why do they think we worship Lucifer?
I don't know.
Lucifer is probably isn't even a real character. It's a mistranslation of the planet Venus as a rising star. Well, whatever. How come your
It's their
God?
fault, Lilokin. They don't know Greek, okay?
They just
They
don't
don't
know history, I guess. They don't know history and the evolution of language and words.
They
How
don't know
come?
that Hasatan was an entity from Zoroastrianism, okay?
But just to make this very clear, I know that there are people who claim to be Luciferians out there. That's their path, whatever. I myself am not a Luciferian. So, are you a Luciferian, Zabora?
No, and the only ones that I've really met that personally have told me that they personally worship Satan from the Christian Bible have been two people over the course of 19 years. So I don't think it's actually some kind of large phenomena.
Yeah. So, all right. So, anyhow, how come your God Lucifer hasn't blessed you super? Jesus, why are they always trying to attack you? How come your God? I think you
I'm
should ask
fat.
him.
I don't know. Maybe I'm an easy target.
Yeah. I think you should ask him for your money or your soul. I mean, I can understand like okay, like somebody makes a video response and whatever, and you go in there and you say, "Oh, well, no," and here's the truth. I can understand that. I mean, I'll insult people every so often, but I'm not like really into trying to really insult them. I'm just using it in a way to piss them off. I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
maybe that sounds
Totally
really
do.
hypocritical, but
I don't know. I just quote the Bible at them and let them take it as is.
you're really into the Bible, aren't you?
That's the only way to approach these people, because that's how they view all truth and morality, is through the Bible.
You see, I actually disagree with you. I think what it is they have this image of righteousness in their mind and what their tribe around them believes is righteous, and that is what they perpetuate because they just pick and choose from the Bible from that point to, and everything that they pick and choose supports their worldview. So I don't think they actually follow the Bible. I think they just use it as a tool to further their own righteous, self-righteousness. But I could be wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I kind of somewhat agree. Because I like just had this discussion last night with a couple of friends of mine. So let me ask you something. Without the Bible condoning slavery, do you think we the Americans would have needed a civil war to abolish slavery? Because no one else seems to have needed a civil war to abolish slavery.
I think that part of history is very complicated because historically there was a very small percentage of people who actually owned slaves.
True.
Okay. and they owned all the slaves because all those slaves were working for them. It was very cheap labor, well, no cost labor.
Right,
I
right. And
think I think it was used as a tool to spread to get people to come into the Civil War and fight the Civil War. I think it was one of several issues that led to the Civil War. But I think slavery itself, it still exists to today. It still exists. People don't realize that. It does happen today. People are still enslaved. But yes, I think that as a species, we are evolving away from that. Hopefully, we are. And yes, I think that we would have outlawed slavery even without the Bible.
right, but would we have needed a war to have done so?
Again, I don't know. I don't think the Civil War was entirely about slavery. But that's just my opinion. I don't.
Right. No. That's what I'm looking for is your opinion.
Yeah.
Because my personal opinion about the whole thing is it all comes down to greed. While there may have been a few people who were fighting for slavery, those were the same people who stood to lose the most by having free slaves. They're the ones that lost all their free labor because they could literally fuck a army of slaves out of their current stock. So, for me personally, it's not so much the Bible as it is greed, and that the Bible was used as a tool to justify what they were doing.
Exactly. Yeah, it's used for whatever it is that they want. And yeah, and I agree with you. I think greed is yeah, and greed is something that drives a lot of people, and I think it's the root. I mean, it is. It's that they joke about it, but it is. It's like the root of all evil.
Right, right.
Let's see. Okay, so a liar, just like your father, the devil. I hope your audience sees the deception that is going on here.
Oh yes. How dare I preach critical thinking and freedom and equality? I am such a Satanist. Give me your dick, Satan.
Did you know, according to Bible, witches will wait? Did you know, according to Bible, witches will burn and suffer in lake of fire forever and ever, unless they repent and turn to Creator? Did you know, according to the Bible, that witches? Okay. Oh yeah, so it's just a fucked up sentence. But you see, this is the thing. It's like it actually doesn't say that in the Bible. It says, the what is it? Exodus 30:18 or 33:18 or 20:18. I think it's 20:18. Is it 20:18? I don't know. Somebody Google it for me. I think it's like 20:18, something like that. But it says, you shall not suffer a witch to live. That comes from a translation that means to poison or well, or somebody who like speaks falsely. That's where it came from, and then it was translated into Benefica, and then Benefica was translated into sorcerer and then witch. So, but there's a lot of things in the Bible that you are supposedly going to suffer for, like like what a bundle of sticks. You collect a bundle of sticks on Saturday, and you can get killed for that.
Yeah, and when cows look at striped sticks, they will conceive striped calves because that's magic, and that's just how the Bible works. I mean, I could cite 1,000 things that are not true about the Bible that involve magic, but what the fuck do I know? I'm just some asshole sitting in her apartment.
Let me see. This is a big lie, but nice try. This is one of the most hateful channels I've seen on YouTube. Wow.
I'm hateful? Fuck you.
Calling me hateful? Fuck you. Okay, so I'm just kind of skimming through these.
Yeah, go for it, dude. This is fun.
You're not being threatened. You were simply told that all the witches of the world would be in hell when the end times comes. It's a very true statement. When the times comes, all that have turned their backs on Jesus will be burning in the lakes of fire. That is hell. I'm sorry if you take that as a threat, but if at this point, if I can speak my piece and believe and act and live the way that I want to right now, if afterwards, if I'm going to burn for eternity in hell because of it, that makes absolutely no sense to me. That's absolutely not a just God. If and I'm an atheist, I don't believe that God exists. But for those of you who do believe in it, I don't understand how you can. I don't understand how you can justify that.
Well, Logan, don't forget the Christian God does not judge you based on your deeds, but based on your thought crimes, because the only sin that cannot be forgiven is disbelief.
Yeah. You know, it is one good thing though. I mean, I can I could live my whole life just fucking over everybody, and then at the last moment before I die, turn my life over, and everything's good.
Yeah, that's the fallacy of it. That's the scapegoat of it, because the rest of us have to live on this planet of 6 billion plus people, and understand that we have to share a space with the rest of the world, and that we should be accommodating and accepting to a certain degree, because really, there are certain things that don't affect us.
Hmm. Let me see. Man, you really are frustrating, complete lunatic.
That's right. I am the raving comedic lunatic. Get me a beer.
Got a comment from Lady Witch. I'm an NFL scout. I want to recruit you. Okay. Spell to lose some weight. Said the Bible is a lie. Luck with your soul. You witches will be destroyed if you do not repent to Jesus.
Good. I don't have to meet my rapist.
Oh boy. I didn't even read. I only read the ones where they commented to me. These are fucking terrible.
Oh, dude, it gets worse. Just keep going. You should have seen some of the shit I deleted.
Wow. Yeah, really. Man. I mean, I encourage, if you guys want to go. I mean, I think you should watch her video anyhow. 6,000 other people have enjoyed it.
Well, they've definitely fapped pretty hard to it.
They're fapping to you.
Oh, witch! Oh, Satanist! Oh, I'm coming for Jesus.
All those abortions that they're committing.
Definitely committing all the abortions for Satan.
If you ejaculate, I mean, and you don't produce a child, that's basically abortion. So for those of you who are Christian and who are male and who are masturbating, you're committing two sins apparently.
Well, for those of you that are any kind of Abrahamic follower, you wearing mixed clothes like a cotton polyester blend is a sin, and you shall be put to death for it.
Yep.
Because that's the wisdom of the fucking Bible.
Wow, there are so many comments. Just
I told you, man, there would come a day when I could not respond to them. I just didn't think it would take a week.
jeez, so many.
There's thousands. Give it another week, man, because Call for an Uprising just made a video about me, and he was very upset with me.
No. All right. Well, let's go check out that article. Whoops.
The Jamie one? Let me see if I can find it.
The Satanic Temple.
Okay, just found it.
You did? Send it to me in Facebook, please.
No problem, dude. On it right now.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's called, this is a call for an upbraiding. A call for an uprising flip shit about satanic inverted Christmas trees from December 3rd, 2017.
Okay. Can you see it on my screen?
Just a second, dude. I kind of flipped out of that.
This guy is so insane.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I mean, but he's the type of, you know how there's like crazy people out there and you're like, he's crazy, whatever, you just kind of like laugh at him. This guy actually kind of scares me a little bit because I honestly feel like I'm going to turn on the news and he's going to be like, I don't know, like shooting up a grocery store, or you know what I mean? I just feel like he's just like one of these people who's just going to like just snap.
I feel you, dude, but I think that he is not going to be the one to snap. I think he knows what he's spewing is bullshit, or he's too much of a coward to act upon it, and he will get someone else to do his dirty work for him. And it will be some asshole in the fucking pizza parlor saying,
Yeah.
oh my god, the children are in the basement and I've got an AK-47 and you need to release them, even though everything that he just said was fictional. I think it's going to be one of those scenarios again, because I don't think Jamie here has any balls.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm sorry. Can you see it?
Totally.
Okay, good. All right. So let's go through this. So this is an article from the Satanic Bay area. So I guess this is local to me here. So the Satanic, I guess it's maybe a Satanic Temple chapter in the Bay Area. So let's see. A call for an uprising says it's the end times because we've turned Christmas trees upside down. I would have faulted Fuller House myself, but I guess everyone picks their own last straw. I don't want to go through and read their article, but I'll put you know what? Let me put a link in the chat if people want to go and check it out for themselves. That's a link to it. Hopefully that link works. Okay, so I know what you're asking. What the fuck's is a call for an uprising? Well, previously it was a YouTube channel, a raving anti-Satanist conspiracy asshole. That name. YouTube shut him down, but he's still at it, using another channel to explain how mega meatballs are a gateway into the occult. So how do they know that's his name?
Absolutely no idea. I'm just going off of the article here, and I've linked it for my own, hey, this is what I was told.
Okay.
I assume somebody followed him or something like that, or hacked him or whatever.
So at this point, and I'm not casting doubt on whoever wrote this article. I'm just saying I don't see in this article how they found out this guy's name is this. So this is my fear, is that it's 99% chance this is accurate information and this is this person's name. However, there is that 1% chance that it's not him. And it's a mistake. Either maybe this person, Daniel, was fed the wrong information, given the wrong information, collected the wrong information. So take that with a grain of salt, because that's kind of like one of the things with with putting people who don't want their real names out there. I'll respect it, even if it's an idiot that I disagree with. I'm still not going to put it out there. Let me see. Unable to hide his raging envy boner of Alex Jones, He pushes 3 or 4 videos daily in which he reads a news story and then insists the Satanic Illuminati agenda is putting chemtrails in our coffee or whatever. He's a self-loathing homophobe, an obsessive transphobe, and for a man who earns his living screaming at a laptop, he spends an awful lot of time preoccupied with what's normal. And now he's taking a stand about inverted Christmas trees. Whoa, careful, Ace. Don't want to cut yourself. Okay, so... yeah, so this is... Cosmos Laura Beck is in some type of coven, declares. What? So this it looks like a good article to read, but again, I don't know how they got this person's name. So take it for what you will. But yeah, good article.
It's just that a call for an uprising is so fucking long to say. It's so much easier to just call him Jamie. Like, it's much easier to call you Ken versus Liloken or Liloken versus Hellbound Heathen. It's just, for me, it's easier. I mean, if he wants to be called a call for an uprising, then so be it. But I'm not going to call him that. It's just too fucking long, and I'm lazy. I'm fat.
You should call me Tim.
Okay, I'll call you Tim. How about Big Daddy Tim?
Yeah. Well,
actually, a call for an uprising wants to know if he can call in. So if you want him in, that's your choice.
I don't know. What do you?
That's what do you do? That's like a whole can of worms. I'm not interested in touching.
Yeah. What do you want to say? Call for an uprising. You can say and call me whatever you want. Okay, all right. Call for an uprising. Call for a reptile.
I wonder if a call for an uprising thinks that the reptiles live in the flat Earth center.
Well, I don't know. Do you want to be here when I invite him in?
Dude, it's just gonna deteriorate into a psycho rant, but yeah, I'll be here for support.
Did my camera turn off?
Yeah, all I see is your avatar. Oh, there you're back.
Nope.
Maybe it's just lagging a little.
Yeah, no, my camera's acting funny. Let me see if I can fix this.
Show them your bald head and your big ears, dude. Tell them you're not afraid.
I'll blind them with my shiny dome.
That's okay. I'll flab my fat at them later and really upset.
All right, let me see. Wish you well. I want to say hi. Wish you well. See what you had for dinner. Okay. A call for an uprising. If you want to come in, you'll have to send me a message on Facebook or Twitter. So
you better tell them how to contact you on those 2 platforms, Liloken. I don't think he can spell.
It keeps hiding comments.
I haven't seen that, but what the fuck do I know?
You have to put in the comment section. I don't have either. Oh,
No. We don't do links to the comment section anymore. There was porn linkage last time.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't send you the link in the chat because everybody will get it. So, a call for an uprising. My Twitter handle this, and I'm on Facebook as Lilokin.
I just think this is hilarious because he thought that, you know, like I wasn't a threat or I'm not important, and yet here he is stalking me. Hello, darling. I love you. You love me, don't
I
you?
don't have Twitter or Facebook. You can.
Well, then you're a fucking loser.
Let me see. Okay, send me. Oh crap! Send me an email. I don't have your email address. Okay, that is my email address. Send me an email, and I will send you an email with the link.
I'm holding my breath.
You're holding your Well, you know, I was on his channel before.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was on his channel, and he deleted it. He removed it
Oh, what a little punk bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
because the man was losing his fucking mind. I mean, he was screaming at the top of his lungs, and I'm just like calmly just there, just saying.
You're just like, yeah, and are you done?
and it was like the calmer I got, the more insane he became, and it was just so fucking hilarious. And I wanted to download it because I wanted to do a video on it, and he deleted it. I was like,
oh my god, that's so funny because he's accused me of being scared because I've disabled comments, and yet I've told people, look, I've got hundreds of dislikes on this video, but I only do it to irritate you. And he made a comment about how much that irritates him. He's so manipulative. It's great.
all right, but I am slightly concerned about his blood pressure, so let's
This could get ugly.
let's try not to piss him off too much. I don't want him to have a heart attack on my channel.
No promises, Layla. I will try.
I just know we're gonna say something, and he's just gonna, and then it's just gonna go silent. We're gonna be like, a call for an uprising. Are you okay?
Are you done? Do I need to call 911? Don't punch your computer, dude.
Tap your mic if you fall and you can't get up.
Tell me what city you're in. I'll call 911. I promise. I don't want you dead, dude. As much as you hate me, I don't want you actually dead.
Exactly. Yes. We don't really want you dead.
That's the important thing. I don't hate people. I hate that fucking book they think they read, but they haven't actually read, so they don't understand what it says.
Well, the Bible itself, I mean, it's just if you take it for what it is really a collection of mythologies and stories, and a lot of them are parables, and I mean, there's a lot of wisdom in there if people see it that way. But if you take it literally, it doesn't make any fucking sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the Bible is meant to be taken literally, so when you approach that subject, Christians' heads explode. It's the fucking outcome, dude. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it think. I have to use the bathroom, excuse me.
Okay, good. All right, okay, so, okay, here we are. Call for an uprising. Okay. Oh, for the love of fucking God. All right. Whoops. Okay. So, let me... Let me get this. Copy. All right, so a call for an uprising, or whatever you want to be called. Shit. Let me. All right, I'm sending you the link right now. Please be respectful. If you want to insult me, you can insult me, but be somewhat respectful. All right. Okay. So call for an uprising. I just sent you the link. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So anyhow, so Zabora stepped away for a sec. So
We're okay. I'm back, dude. I'm back.
Okay. I was just going to kind of just pay a little attention to the oh, Amber. Oh, okay. Amber, I just got your Facebook message. Let me just hold off for right now. She wants to know if she can come on. Because I don't want to have too many people in here. Because and also I don't want a call for an uprising to feel like he's being ganged up on.
Oh yeah, certainly not. Let's not let the Christian feel threatened. Okay.
Hey, even if he does not extend to me certain courtesies, I'm going to extend to him certain courtesies. It's just
no judgment, dude. I agree with you. No, let's not make him feel threatened. Okay, this is not some kind of "hey, you're fucking wrong" kind of deal. Let's see if we can have a civil discussion with this psycho. Excuse me? Did I say that? I'll be quiet.
Yep. All your enemies will one day be friends.
Okay. Cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that in your lifetime.
What?
I don't know. He wants all my enemies to be my friends. Good luck with him having all of his enemies as his friends. Don't worry about me, dude. I got me. You worry about you. But what the fuck do I know?
So, all right. Well, anyhow, so while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna kind of hover my mouse over him, and if he tries to play porn or send this link out to any people, I'm gonna boot him right away.
Yeah, no problem, dude. You do you. That's your channel. It's your prerogative.
Let's see. So let's see. Stu, the wood carving druid. If you stop listening to men and start reading the Bible, you will most likely stop believing it. That is true. That is true. If you read the Bible, you are probably going to stop believing it.
That's kind of the big factor that led me away from the Bible. Yes, actually reading it.
All right. So there he is. Okay. So now he's muted. Hold on one second. Let me unmute you.
Now, why?
Yep. Sorry. I just muted you. Hold on one second.
I'll be quiet. I'll sit in the corner, okay?
All right. You're probably muted on your end to call for an uprising.
So why is everybody so afraid that I'm going to come here and yell and fight? That's not in my character.
Okay. So first of all, a call for an uprising. You sound a little distant. You sound like you're talking through an inner tube.
What? Hold on. Let me fix my microphone. Yeah, is it a little bit better now?
It still sounds like you're talking to an inner tube.
Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds you're a little far away from your mic, dude.
So let's all get professional here. Let's fix the mic issue. Hold on. Must be on the. I might be going through my internal mic, as you guys would know.
Whatever it is, it sounds like it's far away.
That's not good. Why is it doing that?
It's not too bad though. I can understand exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, we can still understand what you're saying. It's just the audio quality is just crap. That's all.
Hold on. It shouldn't be. It doesn't sound like it sounds in my videos.
No, it doesn't. But I mean, if you want to go with it, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds a little echoey, like you're in a bathroom or something.
Well, I wish I was in one. All right, we'll just go with it for now.
Okay. So first of all,
first though, Laylokin,
yeah,
I never deleted your video because of every live stream I ever do, I delete. And the only reason I do that is because in live streams, you could say something that can get flagged, or another guest of mine could say something that gets flagged, or I could be stupid for 4 hours and then in the middle of it say something that can get flagged. So I never, ever leave them up. So it wasn't because it was anything of me and you fighting or I was afraid. Now, you could think that if you want, but the only reason I deleted it is because I never leave them up. So just letting you know.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you can do whatever you want on your channel.
You don't say anything anymore. So that's what I worry about with even, the stuff even she's saying. I threaten her. I mean, does that really get threatened? Come on.
So first of all, hold on one second. So what would you like to be called?
Well, I like to be called a call, but I told your buddy, your good old friend Blue Sage, your fellow witch.
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, Blue Sage. Chromatic. What's his full name? Blue Sage, the big fat bald guy with the goatee. Not you.
Oh, I see how it is. Now you want to start making fun of people, how they look, and what the message will say.
No. Because Blue Sage started when I started, and Blue Sage did tons of attack videos on me when I had like 200 subs. And I know that Laylokin they don't like each other. So I was just saying, he was nosing his little nose in there. That's all I'm saying.
And that has to do with Laylokin how?
Because, well, in your comment section.
Laylokin doesn't talk to Blue Sage, how does that have to do with Laylokin again?
He asked me what I wanted to be called, and you saw what I told Blue Sage. I said,
I never saw what you told him, dude.
As far as Blue Sage is concerned, Blue Sage, because he's a Laylokin could call me Call. Blue Sage, he has to call me the man.
So okay, so what do you want me to call you?
You can just call me Call.
Okay, a call. All right, okay.
All
right.
I never saw that, dude. I don't know exactly what you think I have to do with that. I never saw that comment section. So whatever you want to be called here is what we will call you. But
that's interesting.
I have nothing to do or have any control about what other people do. I understand that's difficult for you to accept, but that's just the reality.
All right, then I guess I would prefer to just be called the man.
The man.
Okay, you're a man. Got it. So a man. Why do you think my body size has anything to do with my message? Is that something that has to do with your own perception of misogyny or what?
Wait, it's got to be the man, please.
I'm just going to call you a call for An Uprising. Also, whatever the situation is between you and Blue that's between you and Blue. I don't care. I'm not getting involved in that. Zabora is a friend of mine, and Zabora is somebody who
the hell is Devora?
Huh? Who
is Devora?
Zabora is me. I understand that you get offended and don't understand what you're talking about all the time, but I am Zabora. Congratulations. It's nice to meet you.
Did you inherit that name?
No, it's the name I chose, just like you chose a call or a man or whatever else you'd like to be.
I thought I chose Jamie. I thought that was my name.
That's what it is according to the articles that I've looked up. Whatever it is your birth name is between you and your birth name.
If my parents gave me the name Jamie, I would instantly change my name because I would not want a girl's name.
So I'm curious. A call for An Uprising is that article accurate? I mean, how
in the world would anyone know my name unless I showed my face on camera?
Mm-hmm.
But I have no problem with anyone calling me Jamie. Call me whatever you want. There's another one out there, Michael. There's another one, Benjamin. I'm also Russian Vids. Also the guy the link that you left in, I forget what his name is off the top.
Troy something.
Troy.
Yeah.
So what does it matter though? Is somebody want to show up in my house? Because then I get.
No. I don't know. I just because we saw the article, you obviously saw us going over it. I just wanted to know.
I was here way before you went into any of that stuff. So I really could care less. Yes, call me Jamie. Call me whatever you would like. I'm not offended by any of it. No one has doxed me, and no one can dox me until my face is revealed on a camera.
Yeah.
Nothing can be proved.
Hey, the man.
Appreciate
I got a question for you.
Yes.
The man. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, does my body type invalidate my message?
Does your what?
Does my body type, being fat, aka being fat, invalidate what I say as a person, as a thinking, sentient being, me being fat? Does that offend you, or are you just trying to attack something? Because I noticed that you made several comments in your video in response to me. Hold on, motherfucker. I'm not done yet. And you immediately attack my weight, which I guess you think will offend me. But really, like I said, your comments roll off me like semen off of an evangelical's lips from a 14-year-old methed out homosexual prostitute. So I really don't understand exactly how you're going to go and call my body type out as being something that is offensive, and then 2 seconds later saying, hey, I'm not going to make fun of this person. Do you not listen to the words that come out of your motherfucking mouth?
Well, you're a big girl. I mean, no one's going to deny that. I mean, come on.
Oh, no, not at all. Everyone will agree that I'm fat, but does that invalidate what I say?
Are you running for Miss America tomorrow?
No, because I don't believe in bullshit like that.
No, does it invalidate? No, of course not.
Then why would you bring it up? Why would you bring it up if it is so important to you to talk about my weight?
Hey, you shut up, bitch. Let me talk now. You called for people to strike my channel for a threat. Now, Loken here is the mediator. He hates my guts. I don't actually hate him. We don't like each other.
I don't hate.
The comment that I said to her, was that a threat, saying witches will burn again? Oh my gosh. Did I say, I'm going to come to your home? I'm going to burn you. I'm going to kill you. I would never.
No, you called for others to come forth and burn you. And that's the problem, dude. You're inciting violence. Do you not understand that that's inciting violence?
Yes. There's so many people who they're knocking at your door. They know who you are. They give a rat's ass about you, and I'm inciting violence. I'm talking about heaven and hell. I'm talking about exactly what you're talking about in your video, where you say all this shit about me, which you can say whatever you want, but don't be a hypocrite about it. Don't be freaking fucking two-faced about it and be like, well, I can say what I want, but this guy can't say what he wants. I wrote in a comment section about witches burning in hell. I never said your real name. I never said you. I never gave your address and said, let's go burn her. Because no, and I don't wish that upon you. I don't wish that upon Loken. I don't. And do sometimes I yell and scream and get carried away about witches and Satanists? Yeah, maybe I do. Is it part of a show? No, it's not. It's how I feel. But I don't wish any death or harm upon you. And Loken knows I don't wish it upon him. Because we have moments in communicating with each other where he knows that I don't wish any harm upon him.
Actually, a call for an uprising. Sometimes I don't know that.
Maybe because you got involved when you got involved with me, Loken. It was during the whole Pizzagate stuff. So you jumped into something where I was extremely passionate, and we fired at each other. Have I ever said to you something where I was like, Loken, I'm going to come to your home? And the only video that I've ever done on you is a video where you've told witches to be silent, which on your end is a smart thing to do because you realize that what I see is witches being stupid, and now they're openly talking about
you. Yeah. But you completely misunderstood that video. I was talking about one of the pyramids of the Magus. That's what I was talking about. I was not telling people to, whatever. Anyhow, I don't want to get into that. But that, anyhow, that was a whole misinterpretation on your part, which is fine. That's you. I mean, quite honestly, a call for an uprising.
You're not going to come out here and openly be like, you're right. And I identified that witches were being too public. I know how you guys all operate. You've chatted before oh yeah, let's the secret.
How do we operate?
Oh, not in secret, not in secrecy. Let's pretend it doesn't exist. Let's pretend that you don't worship what you worship.
What are you talking about? People
What are you
know
talking?
which is
Yeah.
exist.
Oh, please. Let's not even get into it. This is I jumped on here.
Do I get a punch card for my Illuminati membership, dude? What the
Did I
fuck
say
are
the
you
word
going on
Illuminati?
about?
Yeah, like you be in the like they would want.
Oh yeah, I get my Illuminati. See, dude, I told you this is what it's going to come down to.
You're a dumb, low-level witch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm a low-level witch that sacrifices babies and
I didn't
bathes in the
say
blood
that
of innocence and all that. I get it. You're a fucking troglodyte.
Did I say you sacrifice babies? Did I say like Loken sacrifices babies?
No, just 1,000 of your followers did.
Okay. I am going to mute both of your mics because we're not going to have it. This is just not going to be I'm not going to turn this into a shit flinging fest. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask a question. A call for an uprising is going to have a chance to answer it. And then Deborah, you're going to have a chance to comment again. So my question.
I'm not answering questions I don't want. I'm not doing that. This isn't going to be a debate about Christians and witches and Bible verses and that
Then
stuff.
Then what do you want to be on here for?
I came on here to talk about free speech. Because
Okay.
I feel that she is one of these people, just like everything we're seeing with hate speech. Like, look, I don't know what your sexual preference is, and I don't care. Do you not see something going on in society where free speech is being taken away and being termed hate speech because people aren't allowed to have a difference of opinion?
What the hell does that have to do with one's sexual orientation?
Because that is what YouTube is doing. And then this is what this witch is doing right here. Is she's saying that thing, I wrote a comment, and she's saying it's a threat. And she knows very well it wasn't a threat. But she's flagging YouTube and saying, I'm threatening her and we need to take away. This is how free speech gets removed.
Okay, but call for an uprising. It's not free speech and people's sexual orientation doesn't have anything to do with each other. How are you making that association?
Because the entire censorship that's gone on YouTube is revolved around the LGBT. I don't know how to say it. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to flag your channel out of respect, because I wouldn't do that to you, and I hope you wouldn't do it to me. So,
you ain't gonna flag him for anything that I didn't already say, dude.
What you're doing is you're making an assumption.
An assumption? Go read the new rule on YouTube about hate speech. The
people's videos who they have been flagging have been people who comment about usually something that's, has to do with racism or usually.
All right. So do you have a problem with me personally not I wish no harm or hate or like malice on homosexuals. My problem is that I feel it's pushed to the mainstream.
Oh, it's just pushed in the mainstream too much.
Well, it's mind control. It's you think
nobody's going to turn you gay.
Homosexuality. Are you kidding me? That you don't think it's a perversion?
You don't. It's not an infection.
You must be gay. I didn't know you were gay.
I hate to be the asshole to point this out, but I learned about the Civil War in history class, and I have never tried to invoke a war against the North. So just like I learned about World War II and the invasion of Poland in high school, and I never tried to invade Poland. So I don't understand how you think learning about something that is different than yourself is somehow pushing an agenda. That's something I don't understand.
All right, can I ask one question and then you will come comment? Okay. So
yeah, go for it, dude.
As far as like, the gay stuff, like, and this is no malice towards homosexuality. And obviously, if you guys know I'm Christian, saw my Gemara, obviously, you know my feelings. But you both, I obviously think like I would beat the crap out of someone who's gay. And that is not true. And 1000%. I swear to God, I don't feel that way. And I hope you would feel that way. Okay. However, let me just say this. The pride thing, right? We all know pride is what? Satan's sin, right? Isn't that known?
No. Pride is about representing
No. I'm not saying
perseverance through oppression.
I'm saying Satan's sin
No, it's not. It's about representing perseverance through oppression, dude. It's about taking pride in oneself despite the oppression that is taking place.
I'm saying from Satan's side.
That's just not true.
Not from the gay side. I'm saying everybody knows.
That's just not true.
Devorah, please let him talk.
Let me just say this, okay, about the pride thing, right? All right, so is it something can just give me 1 minute? No. Okay, so is it like an achievement? You know what I mean? Like you see some of these parents at the pride parades, right? They're holding up signs like "I'm proud of my gay son," you know, like. Is it an achievement though? Like, are they going to work and like, oh yeah, Jimmy, I'm proud of my son John. He's I'll tell you right now, he graduated 4.0 GPA. He's now working over at a law firm, and oh yeah, he sucks cock.
Yeah, but nobody
can't get enough cock.
Okay, so you had your chance to speak.
I mean, what do you mean pride? Pride is like, oh,
I'm gonna.
My son
is for an uprising. I'm going to mute you if you don't let me speak.
Sorry. Go.
Okay. All right. I let you speak. Now it's my turn to speak. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So the reason why it's important for people who are bisexual or gay or transsexual or transgender to have pride is so that they can be proud of who they are, and if other people don't accept them for who they are, at least they can have pride in themselves and the people around them, and they can be proud of themselves. Because if you walk around all day or your life feeling like other people don't accept you because of who you are, it makes you feel like less of a person. So my question to you, A Call for an Uprising, is: has anyone ever treated you differently because you're a Christian, or looked down upon you?
Yeah, you and this broad over here.
Then you know exactly how somebody would feel.
Yeah,
when somebody looks down upon them or treats them differently because they are gay or transgender or transsexual.
Right, but here's the difference. I have a pair of balls. I don't care. You can say whatever you want to me.
Balls doesn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, so you're saying we need to respect these people because they're pansies, and we should let them march in the streets and mock Jesus and mock.
I think you need to respect them because they're human beings.
Whatever they do in the bedroom, I don't care. I don't need to see it in the streets. I don't need.
Whatever you do in the church is none of our business, but you have the right to do it, don't you?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Whatever you do in the church is your business, correct? Whatever you do between you and your God is your business, right? None of my business, right?
In the streets.
But is it any of my business what you do?
In the church?
Yes.
If you want it to be. I mean, you could read the Bible for yourself.
Whatever. You're missing the analogy here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to understand how other people would feel, and that's why it's important.
How do you both not understand that homosexuality is being pushed in the mainstream? You don't suddenly.
It's not being pushed in the mainstream. It's being represented so that people get exposure to it. Yes.
I don't know if you're straight or whatever your sexuality is. None of my business. Have you seen any of the videos that I've done on the kid? If you tell me you agree with the 5-year, I think he's 7, the Desmond kid, whose parents allowed to be transgender, you telling me you accept that? That just fully shows that you accept.
But that doesn't. I understand what you're saying about that, and I agree with you to a certain degree. I don't believe that children should be used in that sense. I understand what they're trying to do, and I think that they're going about it the wrong way. What they're trying to do is yes, push acceptance so that other people accept them. Because
and you don't think that fucks that kid's life up for the rest of his life? You don't think
no, dude, because again, I've learned about the Civil War in school, and yet I've never felt the invasion of Poland to be my calling.
You say no? He's 5 years old. He's wearing a wig and he's dancing at gay bars. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so you're talking about that, but what
I'm talking about a Desmond kid. I hope she understands what she just defended. Maybe she doesn't.
Did we lose you?
Me?
Yeah, your mic cut out for a second there.
My apologies. I'm saying, does she know we're talking about Desmond, the kid who was on, they pushed on.
Yes, but I'm trying to, but okay,
All
so
right.
this one person, this one kid,
It's not one kid, though. This is an agenda that's being, you don't see an agenda behind this? Come on, like Vulcan.
then who do you think, okay, all right, okay. Who do you
I
think
have
is
a
behind the
legit
agenda?
question. I have a
All right,
legit
All right,
question.
Kinetic, at 5 years old, did you know what gender you were? Or were you busy? I mean, you might have been busy eating hot dogs. I don't know what you were busy doing, okay? But did you know your sexual gender? Did you even know what
Once
sex
again,
was? I
once
I was throwing footballs at trees. That's what I was doing. I don't know what you were doing. I wasn't going.
once again, you've insulted my body type and have somehow implied that me being a certain size.
I thought you were tougher than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you weren't a fucking psycho who wanted to insult me based on what I look like and wanted to have a civil discussion.
No, I'm sorry. I thought that you weren't a psycho who wanted to get my channel flagged for a fake death threat. So let's not be fucking hypocrites here. Thank you.
Okay, so let's.
Thank you.
Okay, so.
But like, okay, tell me what.
Okay, so what does this? What is your fear? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think the entire world is going to turn gay?
No, but I mean, it's the same thing. All right, so when you
are you gay?
Am I gay? There's nothing I love more than women.
Have you ever explored? Have you ever thought? Have you ever jerked off
about a man in my life ever? And I know you sit there like, oh, he's a Christian. He's into that.
I know. I mean, I'll take your word for it. If you say you haven't, you haven't.
I don't know how anyone possibly. I don't know how a man possibly couldn't desire a woman, but I'm not saying that all gays go to hell and all that stuff. I'm not saying that because I'm not saying one sin is greater than the other. I'm saying the agenda behind it, which if you follow my channel, fine. You don't have to believe it. Are you laughing at me or a comment?
I'm laughing at a comment.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you done?
I think your name's Deborah.
My name is what? Bora?
No, her name is Zabora.
Oh, yes, hon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. What do you have to
positive?
say? What do you have to say, sweetheart?
Do you think slavery is wrong?
Oh, here we go. Well, you're going to use a Bible quote after I say, of course it's wrong, and give me a quote from the Bible. It's really very, very quick of you, but a little dim-witted.
So, if you think that it's wrong, you're more moral than your God.
Do you believe in free speech?
I do, which is why I told people not to deplatform you, which is what I actually said.
Make a video and say I threatened you when you know that I didn't threaten you, and did you feel 1% threatened, other than when people started flooding your channel with comments, which I didn't tell anyone about until today, but because you were showing up #1 when people searched for my videos.
Did I feel threatened when hundreds of viewers came and called for my death?
Or more so people's comments?
Did I feel threatened when people called for my death? Is that your question? When everybody in my... Dude, I made a fucking video about this. You can go watch it if you need to.
Did I call for your death?
Yeah, you told me I was going to burn again.
No, I said witches will burn again, which they will.
I'm a witch, dude. I'm going to burn again. That's clearly a logical conclusion if you have some brain cells.
I'm not saying I'm coming to your house and burning you.
That's not what you said.
Don't be dramatic. We know you're being...
That's not what you said.
Hard lemonades you have to come to that conclusion.
Yeah. So, all right.
Bars, by the way, on Mike's Hard Lemonades.
So, I'm supposed to, again, be offended again about my body type or what I choose to do as an adult because it offends you?
I'm saying it's a pansy drink that you're drinking, and you're getting so...
I have a vagina, dude. Do you not realize that? Do you not realize this is a pussy that God put on me?
Oh, it is? Oh, no, I actually didn't realize that.
Oh, it's a God-given pussy. Don't you worry about that. I'm allowed to drink whatever the fuck I want to. I'm an adult.
You're not you're a woman? No way. No.
So once again, it's come down to my body type and not what my message is.
Dude.
So once again, it's come down to my body and not what my actual message is.
No wonder you're so offended. I'm sorry.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a suggestion. Sabora, I'm going to suggest that if you and a call for an uprising have issues you want to talk about, then maybe he goes to your channel and does it.
I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm saying if you two are just going to go into a back and forth,
no.
he goes to your channel, because I don't want us to get into a back and forth, because we're bound.
I wanted you never answered the question that I asked you about.
So once again, I couldn't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Right, Logan, about the transgender kid, the Desmond kid. You don't think that there's anything wrong with that?
Huh?
I'm asking about the kid, the Desmond kid, the kid.
Yeah.
You don't think there's anything wrong with it? And you're, I mean, listen.
What do you mean anything wrong? Define what is wrong about it.
Wrong? Well, first of all, what isn't wrong with it? You think that's normal?
Asking you what is wrong?
Yeah, you think it's normal for a kid that age to be transgender and to be dancing at men's gay bars?
So okay, so you
the morals of
think it's wrong that he's dancing in a bar?
What about the fact that he's transgender? He's freaking 7. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh my god.
So
all unbelievable. It's like I can't run into a Satanist who would just be like, oh, yeah, you're right about that. It's like you all agree on the same sick shit. It's a 7-year-old dressing as a girl. So minds? You think that's normal? You out of your fucking minds?
A call for an uprising. Okay. That example is extreme. We were talking about general just pride and things.
Oh my god! I lose my mind.
Hello?
Well, tell me what. Okay, if that example's not extreme, so you agree that a 7-year-old should be allowed to pick their gender? Tell me that.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question again?
So you said that was extreme. So I'm saying, okay, let's remove Desmond and just tell me that a 7-year-old. Are you saying a 7-year-old should be allowed to pick his gender?
Yes. If a kid feels that he is, if a child as they're growing up, if they feel drawn in a certain direction, then yes, I think the parents should encourage that.
All right,
unless it's going in a direction where he's like,
what did you want to be when you were 7? What did you want to be? I wanted to be a football player. What about you?
So
when I was 7,
I
I wanted to build a robot.
You wanted to build a robot?
Yeah, I don't remember what I wanted to do when I was 7.
So
I know this is a little crazy.
Wait, one second. Let me say something. I'm not saying it because you're a woman. You have a right to speak. Look, did you at 7 years old go, I don't know about this dick between my legs. I don't know if I want it. I kind of want to be a chick. Huh? I mean, seriously?
But
no one's even thinking no one is thinking this way.
Okay,
you don't think social engineering? You don't. I mean,
I'm the one with actual transgender friends.
Okay,
so of course you do.
You asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Yeah.
So my answer to you is that is not.
Can I tell you a name? Is like Logan how I pronounce your name is pronounced?
Yes, I'm going to mute you too. Okay, so I muted him. So yes, that is not how I felt when I was growing up. However, to my understanding, people who do feel themselves being drawn, identified as another gender or another sex, they do feel it when they're younger, going into puberty. So very possibly a 7-year-old.
At 7.
I'm going to mute you again because I'm not done talking. Okay. So, yes, it is normal for him. However, them exploiting him in that way, no, I don't think that that's right, because they are in a sense exploiting him. I think he's a really good representation and a symbol for other teenagers who may be coming of age and not identifying with their sexual identity. So I can understand that, yes, they're kind of exploiting him, and I understand it's for a good purpose, but yeah, I think it is going a little overboard with it. But that does not represent the entire LGBTQ plus community. So you can talk now.
I've actually, crazy idea, talked to a few people that identify as trans. And most of them have said things along the lines of they've felt like they didn't belong in boys' activities. Some of them have been enrolled in Boy Scouts and they felt, hey, I don't feel like I should belong in Boy Scouts.
Then quit.
Excuse me, I'm talking!
I thought you were eating. Sorry.
No need for that. Go on.
Oh, my bad, Logan. Go ahead. I'll mute myself.
So, crazy idea, like I said. You actually talk to the people who identify as those you hate, and you come to find out what they actually believe in. And a lot of them have said that at the age of 5, 6, 7, they actually start to come into themselves as an actual person, which is true for most of us. Like Logan said, he wanted to build a robot. Maybe that led to some kind of weird scientific kind of exploration where he goes down some sci-fi fantasy book literature. I don't know. But that's when you start to come into who you are as a person. Like at 12, I knew the whole Christian rhetoric was absolute bullshit. At 5, 6, 7, you are your own person. Your personality begins to develop, and that is backed up by psychological research. Again, I understand that science is your enemy, but it doesn't have to be. Science loves you. Science wants you to accept it for who it is.
So I know that you both love Aleister Crowley, especially Logan from talking to him.
I personally know nothing of Aleister Crowley, so good luck with that fucking argument.
Oh, I'm sure you don't. Wink, wink.
Is that the end of your question?
No, I was waiting for her to say.
I think she said her piece.
Oh,
so
okay. So
if somebody likes Aleister Crowley or not,
it's amazing to me that every time I run into okay, wait, she's pagan and you're
okay, but I'm trying to figure out a call for an uprising. If somebody likes Aleister Crowley or not, what does that matter?
Problem with them sexualizing children at such a young age with genders and talking about their sexual preference and their genders when everybody fucking knows that they don't have a clue about it, and the parents are the ones responsible, and so is the influence from the mainstream media and from television and every fucking other thing out there. And you both sit there and you go, well, you know, they're just going out there and sticking their neck out on a limb. At 5-year-old, a kid barely knows how to wipe his fucking ass, and you're telling me
this is based on personal experience.
You're sick. Yeah, that's what you are. You're sick. You're sick. If you believe that, I'm not saying you're a Satanist, I'm saying you're sick. Whatever your beliefs are, it doesn't even matter if you're a Christian. If you believe a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old or anyone that age can decide their gender and it's okay to sexualize them, there's something fucking wrong in your head. Because I'll tell you right now, when you were 7, you didn't have a fucking clue. You know why? Because the world was different then. Just like
nowhere did I say that. Absolutely nowhere.
So you're
Logan. If you were 7 and you were playing with robots, and I was 7 and I was throwing a football at trees, whatever, were you thinking about? Oh yes, you were thinking about your penis and sex and. Well, that's a girl and her vagina and all this stuff. No. And you go, well, now things are different. Well, why the fuck do you think things are different now? And why do you think kids are being exploited now? I don't know. Maybe because the things that you guys worship and the things that you guys follow are the reason that this has become mainstream normalized, and you're trying to push people like me out and saying we're crazy and we're psycho. Meanwhile, I don't care what happens to you. I wish no harm upon you. If you show up at my door and you try to fight me, I'll beat your ass. Other than that, you can say what you want about me. You can make as many videos as you want about me. I don't care. You guys are the ones who go, oh, well, no, he's going to kill us. It's hate speech or any of this stuff. And you're the ones who support these.
I'm sorry. I can't, dude. You're the only one calling for anyone's death here.
Okay, a call for an uprising.
Cholesterol might call for yours, but that's another story for another day.
A call for an uprising. Why, in your mind, do you believe that the media, why do you think everybody is social engineering to turn everybody gay? Why do you think?
I'm not saying they're turning everyone gay.
Okay. I misunderstood your argument. So what are you afraid of?
Okay, so you don't notice. Since how old are you? Are you in your 40s? Can I at least ask that? 30s?
I'm in my 40s. Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
So since you were a kid, you haven't noticed an increase in homosexual characters in TV shows. And an increase
in San Francisco.
Oh, so right. You're probably into right.
The heterosexuals.
Right, you're probably into dudes. I probably didn't. Right. Wait, can I ask you one question though about if you are gay? Can I ask you this?
I'm not gay, but what's your question?
Oh no, never mind then. No, I was going to say about gay people, right? You always hear people, and they're like, oh, they'll say like, oh, I made love to this woman, right? The guy will be like, oh, I made love to her. You ever hear anyone say, yeah, we made love in the ass? You know what I mean?
There's details of. Okay, I don't know where you're going with this, but I want to know what it is. Why do you think? Because you're making a claim that they're pushing this agenda on people, and I'm asking you, what are you afraid of? What is
I want to know what your objection is to taking it up the butt, because that feels pretty fucking good.
Oh God! All right, I'm gonna just the image of you. Oh God.
I want to know a call for an uprising. What do you
Sorry, the image of her. First of all,
and yet again, my image and weight takes precedent over my message.
It wasn't your
you
weight,
fucking bigot!
It was your face. It wasn't your weight. It was your face. No, more so. The issue is that they are convincing kids and sexualizing men to men and women to women. That's why there's a massive increase in homosexuality. It's not because suddenly everybody's brave and coming out of the closet because Taylor Swift and Katy Perry have encouraged them to do it.
So what makes you think that there's an increase in homosexuality?
Oh, have you not seen the statistics? Google the statistics on people who are now homosexual. And they
Google the statistics on how many people are not Christian anymore, because the number is dropping because of people like you.
It's the falling away. And you know what? People like me aren't going anywhere until you kill us. You have to come cut my head off, cut my tongue out.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay.
I don't want you dead, dude. I really don't.
And I don't want you dead either. So we're on the same.
But you call for my death, and I don't understand how you.
I said witches will burn again, because they will. When the end times occur, all witches are going to burn in hell. I don't want you to burn now.
So, okay. You want me to burn later. I get it. Who do you think is going to be burning me?
I'd love it if you repent and get saved. But
okay, that's not going to happen, dude. So who do you think is going to be burning me? Who is going to be putting me through the wine press of whatever the fuck hell is?
I hope it would be a treadmill, but that's another story for another day.
So once again, my weight is an issue for you.
And I got some Dice Clay jokes here, huh? No, go ahead.
So this is not going anywhere, because all we're doing is we're just going
I have to ask you
various topics, and we're not making any headway. And I actually want
to. You're sitting in though.
Hmm?
The chair you're in.
What?
Yeah, the chair. What's the name of that chair?
What does that matter?
I'm just curious. I always wondered that chair. It's like is that a comfortable chair?
It's a pretty comfortable chair. It's called it's by Blue Sword.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Lilogan, that's satanic. You better watch out. He's gonna come for you now.
No, my chair is.
Oh, okay. So you believe
Mhm.
this, and if I get your argument wrong or point, let me know. But you believe that they are pushing some kind of an agenda to turn everybody gay.
I'm not.
But
They've normalized a sexual perversion. So I look at homosexuality as the same way somebody would look at a perversion of a MILF or a foot fetish or something along those lines. They've told everybody that they're born that way, and it's not true. It's a sexual perversion. That's what it is.
Do you think fluorite makes frogs gay?
No, I do. I'm not Alex Jones. Don't even. Those kind of jokes aren't even funny, to be honest with you. You know.
Are you sure? Because you're kind of leaning that way, dude. Because you keep
No, but
bringing up
I'll tell you
these
one thing.
homosexual agendas, and you can't seem to validate any sort of reasoning. Like, what do you think homosexuals are going to do? Come into your American family and start fucking each other in front of the dinner table? Like, seriously.
No,
What do you think the homosexual agenda is?
Oh, well, why would it be offensive if we had a straight pride parade?
It's not.
Okay,
But
good.
straight pride is kind of a misnomer because straight people have never been oppressed for their beliefs. See, gay pride, black pride, and everything else is about perseverance through oppression. So
what?
that's why straight people have never had a pride. Because straight people have never been oppressed. Do you feel straight people have been oppressed?
Oh my God. Perseverance because they take a penis in their ass? Wow. What perseverance?
Perseverance through persecution.
Oh, please. Gays have more rights than anybody else. If a gay applies for a job and doesn't get it, he could sue on the spot. You think a Christian could? You think
No, he has to prove.
Hey, do you think?
Dude, he has to prove that they discriminated him against him. You know that, right? You know that he has to prove that they discriminated against him specifically for being homosexual. Just like a Christian would have a case if I said, hey, I don't want no Christians working for me.
Here's the question.
If I were to say to you.
Hon, let me just ask one question. It's a serious question. Lilogan first and then you. Bold answer. If homosexuality was a normal thing, then answer this. Why does every person who is a male homosexual speak the way they speak if it's not mental? Thank you. I'll shut up and listen.
Okay.
How does every homosexual speak?
Hi.
That's what I want to know.
Hi. I'm James Charles or whatever his name is on you. Hi. All of us on YouTube at the trending section. Hi.
Except
hey, girl,
not all homosexuals speak that way.
Yeah, that's not the way they speak.
No, dude, not all homosexuals speak that way. Have you ever spoken to more than one of them?
Okay, if not,
I can't stand this anymore. I can't stand this anymore. What we're gonna do is, Zavora, I'm gonna kick you. I'm sorry, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna have
dude, I totally understand. I'll jump.
And I'm gonna discuss it, and I'm gonna have a discussion with the Call for an Uprising because I want to try and get this somewhere, and it's just turning into a shit show. So, okay, a Call for an Uprising. You asked a question of me. What was the question again?
The question was, if homosexuality, which, by the way, if you look at the new terms of YouTube's hate speech terminology, you cannot say that a gay person has anything wrong with them mentally or it's hate speech. Why do most people who happen to be gay suddenly have a change of voice? Why do they speak the way they speak?
They don't.
So say there was just a gay guy and he's like, hey, yo. He takes it up his ass. Is he going to be out in public and he's like, hi, girls, like James Charles? And is that the guy's name? I'm sorry if I get the name wrong. You know all these guys that trend? What do you mean they don't? 90% of gay men speak that way. Hi.
No, they don't.
Hey. Ooh.
No, they don't.
Oh, is that just like 2%? The 2% on YouTube?
It's probably a small majority, but what does that matter? What somebody's speech? What is
Because why would your voice change if it wasn't mind control?
What makes you think it's mind control?
Oh my God. All right. So if you grew up in the Northeast, you speak like me. If you grow up in the South, you say "Roll Tide, y'all." You grew up in the West in California, speak a little different. There's tones and voices. You grew up in the UK and you speak English. There's a tone to your voice, right? Why do you think that is?
Those are dialects. Those are
they're the same language, and there's an accent to it.
They sound similar.
Okay, so have you ever met a straight guy who goes, "Hey y'all"?
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
You have.
Yes. What does this have to do with mind control?
I'm sorry. I just explained it. The straight guy that you know that speaks like that, can you please have him on your channel?
I don't. I'll try. I'm out of contact.
You just lied to my face, which isn't cool.
I did not lie to your face.
You know a guy who's straight who goes, "Hey girls, hey guys."
Maybe not that extreme, but yeah,
come on.
He talks in a way that
stop pushing the. You guys are all unbelievable. You defend every single agenda. It's like if I ever talk to you and I'm like, okay, you're a Satanist, I'm a Christian. We obviously don't see on anything. Every single thing that I point out, you won't even for one thing be like, oh, I see a point. I was just talking about a 7-year-old who cross-dresses and you agreed with it. You don't think that's fucked up on your end? Come on, dude. I mean, and it just proves the point of everything that I'm saying. You won't even go, okay, well, fine. You're a nut job. You talk about conspiracy theories, but 7-year-olds shouldn't be sexualized, and this type of shit shouldn't be going on. You defended it. Come on, man. You said, oh, well, kids should be able to do this, and they should be able to. You don't even know. I was like, oh, what did you say? You said I play with robots. I said, oh, I play with footballs. And you said, well, it's different now. Things have changed.
So I just muted you. So you asked me a question and I answered it. Now you're going back to the same thing we were talking about earlier. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay very focused on the topic. That's one of the reasons why I kicked Zabora, because I want to talk to you about your treatment and the way that you approach witches and pagans. So that is what we're going to talk about. If you don't want to stay for that, that's fine. But I'm not going to talk about Desmond. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. So I'm just not going to do that anymore. So I want to know, if you leave a comment on someone's channel talking about them burning, how you can see that that person is going to interpret that as a death threat, or hopefully maybe pushing them in that direction or pushing someone else in that direction. Do you understand that?
Come on. Huh? I could say anything to you. You could say something to me and call you. You were just saying before he came on, you were going, oh, he's crazy, he's intense, he's out of control. What if I interpreted that as something that made me want to jump off a bridge? Oh, you roll your eyes. Well, what if it hurts my feelings to be called crazy? What if something happened when I was 5 years old and I was called crazy and I got beat up, and now I'm 40 or whatever I am, and someone called me crazy and it really hurts me and I cry and I go kill myself. You're responsible. How would you feel about that? What are you rolling your eyes for? It's the same.
I'm just waiting for you to be done.
Can't I say anything to you that could offend you, and then you could go kill
there's very little you could say to me that would offend me.
Exactly, and I'm the same way. But couldn't we claim something? What if I go hang myself tomorrow and I leave a video and I go, this motherfucker made me hang myself because him and this fat slob cornered me and they told me I was a horrible person and I wasn't a real Christian and I was a bigot and hateful. How would you feel about that? Because that's going to end up happening to you.
For the death of someone. Do you understand that?
Oh, I call for the death of someone.
Indirectly, yes.
Oh, define indirectly, please.
You made a comment about witches burning, and now you're defending it, saying that that's what the Bible says, where that is not what the Bible
Witches will
says.
burn.
The Bible doesn't say anything about burning witches. If it does, tell me the exact verse, and we'll look it up right now.
Okay, so do you honestly believe, talking to me right now, that I am going to go light this woman on fire? You going to be full of shit, or are you going to be a real man and be honest?
Did you or did you not say that in a comment?
I said witches will burn again.
Thank you. So you did say that.
They're going to burn again in hell.
But where are you getting that from? It doesn't say anything about that in the Bible.
Why don't you guys come out and come forward and admit you exist? Why were you so afraid?
I have a whole YouTube channel that says that I exist.
Oh, right. Except for the video I misinterpreted where you were like, witches, remember to keep the secret oath. Let's not talk about it.
So where in the Bible does it say anything about witches being burned?
If you don't believe in Jesus Christ and you're a witch or a sorcerer, how the fuck do you think that you're saved?
So you...
all right, so you're telling me you're a witch.
So you obviously made that comment on Zabora's video. This is your defense that it says it in the Bible, but it doesn't say it in the Bible.
I love that you've twisted this because you don't want to go back to any of the stuff I've called you out on, including defending a 7-year-old being a transgender, which is fine. If I were you, I wouldn't go back because you sound, it's not a good what is the word? It's not a good look for you, okay? But seriously, you're going to make this argument now with her off the channel. You're coming up to, this is the thing you want to debate me on. You don't want to go back to the trans, the gays, or any of this stuff. You want to go out to free.
I didn't even really plan to have you on the channel. I mean, you're kind of here. I mean, we didn't set up any rules or anything, but I would like to stay focused on the topic.
But you're being an advocate to take away free speech, is what you're being.
Actually, no, I'm very much for free speech. That's why I've never told my...
Except for whom? Christians?
What?
Except for whom? Christians? Because
no, you have a right to say whatever it is that you want to say.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
Sound like it.
When have I told you that you don't have that right?
Do you believe the Bible is hate speech?
I don't think the Bible is hate speech.
Do you believe that I have a right to believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior?
You have a right to believe whatever you want. If you want to believe in Jesus, then
so why can't I be against homosexuality? Why is this such a problem for you?
Huh?
So why can't I be against fags? Gays, why can't I be against it? Why is it a problem for you?
I don't know. Why is it wrong to be against Christians?
It's not.
So what okay, so if somebody wanted to outlaw Christianity,
I don't want to
outlaw
homosexual. I'm not saying to outlaw it. Why are there
what are you saying?
Why is it shoved in every show is what I'm saying. Why is it on every TV thing that we see? Why is it everywhere? Why every time you see Christianity on TV is some dork in a sweater with a freaking toupee on his head acting like a nerd? Answer that.
Because it's normal.
You know why, Logan? You're not stupid. I've talked to you we've known each other now for 3 years, not as friends, but I've known of you for 3 years. You're not stupid. And you know why, and I know why you know what to say and how to protect this stuff. And that's why you won't even come out. The fact that you won't even say anything against Desmond and trans children shows exactly who
I've already expressed my feelings about that, and you are aware of that.
You didn't say it was disgusting. It's filthy.
It's not disgusting.
Oh my God. Those parents deserve to be locked up in prison. They don't even deserve a prison. They deserve a cage for doing that to their kids. Oh, you think that the kid just suddenly was like, hi, Mom and Dad, I'm a girl. I'm 5. You really believe that? Look in the camera and tell me you believe that.
Believe what?
That Desmond at 5, 6 years old came out and said, Mom and Dad, I'm no longer a boy. I'm a girl.
I don't have privy to that information, so how could I say yes or no? I don't know. I don't know what conversations they had.
But you were just defending trans children. Trans children? Come on,
If a 7-year-old kid wanted to dress like a girl and the parents were agreeing to it, yes, I don't see anything wrong with it.
At that age, you don't think it's mind control? Their brains aren't even developed yet.
But what makes you think it's mind control?
Because they don't even know what sexuality is at that age. The parents are the. Why are you laughing? How can you?
I'm laughing because I cannot believe that somebody is this deluded. I mean, how can you? You
know what it does to a child?
How can you believe that this is some form of mind control? Because I have watched your channel, and believe me, what everybody right here is watching this video, you are getting the very surface of this man. You believe some crazy.
That's right, the man, by the way.
Huh?
That's right. Go on.
Yeah, you do. You believe some very bizarre stuff, some very crazy stuff. And I don't know why you believe it. So I'm really curious. Why? I mean, I don't even know where to start.
I know why you don't believe it, because are you not a Satanist?
No, I'm not a Satanist.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. By the term of Satanist, because you're not into the satanic.
It's not. I don't. It's just I'm not a Satanist. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with Satan.
Brother, what's all that bullshit behind
my path?
Can you explain all the bullshit behind you?
Explain all of what bullshit behind me?
That fucking all that shit. It looks like dildos and candles. Your little altar.
Dildos. the only thing that would be even whatever. Yeah, I'll go over it one day in a video and you can watch it. I'm not gonna waste time. Everybody in the chat knows what it is. So I just don't understand a call for an uprising. I understand that you believe some very bizarre stuff, but I've never ever seen you back it up, and I really want to see you back up your claims.
Can we take a 2-minute break? Can I just pee real quick? Can we take a 2-minute break?
Go ahead.
All right, thanks.
He's gonna disappear for a while. I don't know. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into a shit show. Zabora, my apologies. I really wanted to talk to you, but you were fired up, and it's just too much. I don't want. And I was watching the chat, and people just don't want to see this fighting, and it's not something that I want to perpetuate on my channel. I'm not into drama and just having a cat fight. That's not what I'm into. But I am into actually sitting down and discussing things with people and understanding why they believe and how they believe and what makes them think. And this is a perfect opportunity for me to sit down and talk with somebody and find out why it is that they believe what it is, whatever it is that they believe. So, I mean, you all know my channel. I'm always debunking stuff, and I try to provide evidence. Even though often most of the stuff that I defend is just a lack of evidence. There's just no evidence for it. So that's where I have to leave it at. So let me see. Let me go through some of these. A lot of activity in the chat. Sorry, I've been missing everybody. Oh man, let me see. I know there was a donation. You don't have to donate. I mean, I really appreciate it if you do, but I mean, thank you. I'll just put it that way. Thank you for it. Oh crap! I probably missed them all. Top chat. So yeah, my apologies for being away for so long. I just needed some time off.
Right. I'm sorry to intrude like this. I know you wanted me gone, but I definitely don't blame you for this because I kind of did tell you this is what it was going to turn into. I did warn you about my nature.
That's true. You did. That's true.
You definitely had fair warning, Liloke, and you can't claim that you didn't. You forewarned is forearmed and all that. But I apologize. Continue on your way. You're doing a great job. I will be silent in the corner now.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Zabor. I mean, I think, but I think just because it's 3 people in here, I think it just gets to be too much. And I kind of want to try to keep them focused on a topic and
Right, and I understand that's difficult. And I'm just kind of distracting by feeding into his delusion.
Did you
So
get Jurassic
you know, you do you.
yeah, but talk to him. Maybe the 2 of you can sit down and chat about this. I think that
What
might.
did you get at Dairy Queen?
Personally, I'm not too interested in anyone who wants me dead or wants my soul to burn in eternity.
Oh, I don't want that. I'd love for you to be saved. I was wondering what you got at Dairy Queen.
So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. You go ahead and continue on your way. You do your thing, Logan. You know I love you, man.
Thanks, Zabor.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Blizzard is pretty good.
Nice talking to you, dude.
You too. Have a great night.
Yeah. So maybe the 2 of you can have a sit down chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Call for an uprising. I just don't understand.
Is there anything on my channel that you've seen where you've, because I know you've followed my channel since I started and attacked me many times, but you've calmed down since, which is smart on your behalf. But is there anything you've seen and you've gone, I can see that.
Huh?
Like I could see that. Like I could see that them doing this. Or is every single video to you just retarded? And I'm not offended if you think every video is retarded. I'm just asking you.
No, I can.
Something where you're like, huh.
Have you? Well, this is maybe seems like a very odd topic in the kind of a side track, but believe me, it relates to this. Have you ever talked with a meth addict?
I see where you're going. No, I haven't, and I've never done meth. But
okay,
you're a funny guy.
Okay, so I have talked with a meth addict.
You're funny.
They can weave some very intricate, paranoid, delusional.
You're a funny guy.
And if you listen to them, you can actually follow it, and you can see how, in their mind, they believe that this has happened. Although
do they actually support
realize this person is
5-year-old transgenders like you do, or?
But
I don't even think a meth addict would support a 5-year-old being.
That's how I view your videos, Call for an Uprising.
Yeah,
I can see where you are coming up with this, but it makes absolutely no sense.
I don't think a meth addict would support a 5-year-old being transgender. So what does that say about you?
What? Why are you so
addict wouldn't support a 5-year-old claiming to be transgender, and you do? So what is
why does this kid threaten you so much? Why does this kid threaten you so much?
Oh my God. You don't care. Child abuse isn't a threat to you. You don't care about child abuse. You don't care about children and what people are doing to children. And
I don't understand why you are so fascinated with him in particular.
Oh, why? Because I don't want them to turn into, I don't know, you?
You don't want Desmond to turn into me?
Yeah, I don't want them to turn into fags, pedophiles, and Satanists, which is exactly what a transgender child turns into. Which, by the way, I'm going to give you a heads up. You might want to delete the video afterwards because those words will get your channel flagged, and I apologize for saying that after the fact because I don't intend and I'm not trying to get your channel flagged. So,
okay. So what makes you believe the things that you? I mean, there's so much to unravel here, but what makes?
I don't know. Why don't you believe that there's some kind of video of mine and show me how, starting with your defense of Aleister Crowley with children. How many times you've come on my channel and defended Aleister Crowley and called him an artist? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was an artist. He was a poet. He was an artist. He was a mountain climber. He was a chess player.
And a pedophile, and he should have had his head cut off.
No, he wasn't a pedophile.
Oh, he wasn't?
No.
So the things that occurred at his house at Loch Ness, which I actually just covered a week ago, which I'm sure you covered.
At Bolan-esque.
Oh, right. Sorry. There were no murders. There were
no longer there.
There were no deaths in that house. There were no rapes.
There were no deaths that I'm aware of.
Oh my gosh, yes. There were no rapes. There's nothing that he's ever said that talks about blood sacrifice, specifically of a child being the strongest for black magic. No, I made that up too, because what? I'm sorry. Oh, it's been removed from his most current releases of his books.
No, it's in there. It's in there with a footnote.
And that's a man that you. That is a man that you defend. Not only a fag, which doesn't really matter if he's.
He was either
up his ass.
bisexual, he was probably homosexual.
Let's say he took it up.
During the time that he was alive, it was illegal to be openly gay.
Oh man, times have changed.
Has Christianity ever been illegal?
Should be illegal to be gay now.
Has it ever been illegal to be heterosexual?
It'll be illegal to be a Christian soon.
That's not what I asked.
Because of you guys and all your teachings in secret have done. But hey, guess what? You're gonna have to cut people like me. You're gonna have to cut my fucking head off.
Yeah, I have no intention of. Okay, so what are you talking about? With
no intention of what?
Why does he matter? How does he come into this?
Because you support him, and he talks about.
Do I support him? I've read him.
No, yeah. You have openly defended him in my live streams, and you've come.
Yeah, I mean, the truth should be there. Yeah, you just make up shit.
Oh, okay. So you just admitted that he talks about blood sacrifice of children being the most important for the ritual black magic.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. What does he say? Let's hear what you have to say.
I'd have to probably look it up.
Okay, then I'll just pull it up then.
Huh?
Pull it up, no problem.
You can pull it up if you want, but what does this
you just told me that this
have to do with
scumbag?
Have to do with anything? You understand how you make connections to things?
You just told me that this scumbag is an artist and a poet.
He is, and a mountain climber, and a chess player, and a writer.
Oh my God. You guys are also sick and delusion. You don't even know how sick and delusion you are. But I understand why I'm such a threat to you.
You're not a threat to me.
I'm a threat to your entire movement.
What is my movement?
The movement you're a part of.
I see. And what is the goal of my movement?
I wonder what that is. Oh, well, let's end Christianity and make Christians look like bigots and hateful people because
I don't want Christianity to end.
What do you want?
What do
you want us to accept every single thing, and if we have a problem with homosexuality, we're not allowed to question it. It's hate speech.
Yeah, you know what? You are right. I do want you to be accepting of other people. I lied. I'm sorry.
No one's not accepting them. Nobody gives a shit. I don't want to see them in my streets marching in their underwear. I don't give a fuck if they take it up their ass.
You do have a problem with people being gay.
How? Right? I have a problem with it in my face. I don't know if you take it up your ass, but guess what? I don't care. Are you sitting on here going, hey, last night I had this guy.
What do you think is going to happen?
Right up my ass.
Going to happen? Like there was a huge pride parade
in front of kids.
I think was happening in that pride parade.
Do you care
having sex?
Let me ask you: do you care at all about kids?
Huh?
Do you care about children at all?
What do you mean? Do I care about children?
Every Satanist loathes children, and I feel like you don't give a fuck about kids. Do you care? I'm asking. Look in the camera. Do you care about kids?
Do I care about kids? What the hell does this have to do with it?
Just answer the question. Why can't you just say, of course I care?
So during the San Francisco Pride Parade,
you can't even play
in the streets.
Oh my God. Do you care about kids? Look in the camera and tell me, do you care about kids, about children? Are children human to you?
You're asking me if children are human beings? They're little tiny human beings, yes.
Oh, okay. Does that include children in the womb, by the way? Of course not, right? Woman's right to choose. You want to throw that in there? Go ahead. Of course, you're pro-abortion, right?
I'm pro-choice, which is different from pro-abortion.
Right.
Pro-choice meaning that the woman has a choice in if she's going to have a child or not. So I'm not pro-abortion because abortion is something that a woman has to go through, and it's not, from my understanding, it's not a very pleasant experience. It's not
All right. So
if they ever have to do it.
if a woman has an abortion, as unfortunate as it is, whether she's raped, whether she does it because she got knocked up by somebody,
She's
whatever.
ignored every other option. That is
Do you consider the child alive?
Huh?
Do you consider the child a living thing, a living being, alive?
The woman who finds out that she's pregnant, she has all kinds of options open to her. If she's explored every single one of those options, and the only thing left for her to do, if she can't have the child for whatever reason, is to have an abortion, that should be a choice.
I'm just asking you if you think the child inside of a woman's womb is alive. That's all. Is it a living being?
I don't know exactly when life begins. I don't know if life begins when it's a sperm. I don't know when life begins. I don't know exactly when life begins. So
how do you feel about a tree?
How do I feel about a what?
A tree.
A tree?
Yeah, it's like is a tree alive? Is a tree like a plant? Is it a living thing?
What?
A tree. A tree.
Yeah, I know. I just don't understand what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, do you believe a tree is alive and a living thing?
It has a form of life.
Like, so if I go cut a tree down, I'm saying, and I use the tree for wood, for firewood.
Yes. What about it?
Is the tree alive when I chop the tree down? Just answer.
No, I don't know. Have they discovered if that's possible or not?
No, I'm not saying as a human. I'm just saying, how do you feel? Like, you look at it and go, "Oh, you chopped that damn tree down. You killed the tree."
I think it's important to understand that we rely upon what trees do for us, and that is they produce oxygen. We live in an ecosystem, and each part of this ecosystem, if we affect it drastically enough, has an effect upon us. So it's not that I believe the trees have life, even though they do. I understand my responsibility towards that tree and my understanding that the tree gives me life, and so yes, I should respect trees.
Okay, so you respect the tree more than the child. However, the tree, what if I use the tree and I need the tree for heat?
What did you just twist?
I didn't twist anything. You're saying, you just said in your own words, the tree, right? It is technically a living thing. You respect the tree. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I chop a tree down. I use a tree for my fireplace. Do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with you cutting down a tree, no.
Like to heat my house, I'm saying. Like not.
No, I don't have a problem. Where are you going with this? I'm running out of patience. Seriously, where are you going with this?
Well, because you don't seem to care too much about children, which seems to be a common theme with Wiccans, pagans, and Satanists.
Again, you are no. You did not listen to anything that I said.
Yes, I did.
I do care about children.
I asked you 4 times, do you care about children? And you said kids are little human beings.
Yes, I care about
children. And
so,
then I asked you,
where are you going with
Aleister Crowley's teachings? And again, you deflected. And I'm asking you for a 17,000th time. And I'm not claiming you to be anything, because I'm not, because I don't think you are. But you probably are. Let's be real. I mean, what's the saying about shit stinking? You smell it, you know it. I don't know, but you clearly deflected off of anything as far as child abuse goes, which is a total disgrace and shame on you. Because even if you came on here as a pagan or a Satanist and you were like, call for an uprising, he's vicious, he's angry, he yells. The fact that you defended the Desmond thing, there's witches, there's Satanists who are low level, obviously ranking, who go, that's disgusting. And you sat here and you went, well, you know, it's
Okay,
It's almost
I don't understand where you're going with this. I assume.
Oh, you cut me off, which makes you look even worse.
But I just want to understand, why is Desmond such a threat to you? Why? What
it's
are you so?
child. It's a kid.
Yeah, but why you?
I'm an adult.
Why do you not tolerate homosexuals?
Desmond is a 5-year-old, 7-year-old kid whose parents are telling him his gender. And you don't find a problem with that? Who is going to defend these children? Who is going to stand up and say, this is fucked up and this is bullshit? And even you, I thought when I came on here, I thought you and me would finally fucking agree on something. And you would go, hey, Carl, you know what? That is really disgusting. You know, a 7-year-old wearing a wig on Good Morning America and saying that a boy is now a girl and he's dancing in male strip clubs. And you're sitting here going, well, and your buddy over there, the freaking hog, defending it too, which shows exactly what I've said since day one. You guys all stand up for the same agendas. You stick for the same fucking things. That's what you do. You all stand for the same shit. None of you have a different opinion. Like, she isn't here going, oh, well, you know.
Okay, as soon as you're done having a mental breakdown, I'm gonna talk. Are you done?
A mental breakdown?
Yes, you just had a mental breakdown.
Yeah. Because being passionate about the protection of children is a mental breakdown.
Okay. A call for an uprising. Okay, Desmond is what, 7 years old? Why do you?
I
are making a connection here that I just don't quite understand. A 7-year-old kid can dress up like whatever he wants.
Oh my God.
If the parents allow it, why not?
Then you people, you're the reason that society is AIDS and cancer. You are. You agree that a 7-year-old kid can decide that he's a woman, a 7-year-old boy.
If he wants to be and his parents allow him to, yes. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. I'll tell
you better think he's being. Okay, there's a difference. When I see Desmond, I see a kid dressing up as.
You don't even know what a dick is
at
7.
Huh?
You don't even know what a dick is at 7. You don't even know what being a boy is at 7.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to figure out is, why are you sexualizing him?
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. You're
Desmond. He's being sexualized all over the mainstream. I'm asking.
No. He's not. He's being shown on the mainstream.
I'm asking why you as an occultist.
Why do
you as an occultist? Because I want to see where you stand, because you disagree with everything I say, and you still agree with the most sickest satanic agenda that is possibly out there. You still sit there and agree.
What agenda? What are you talking about? What agenda?
Oh, being transgender is normal.
So let me see if I understand this. So you think that the world of the
transgender is normal? I'll shut up.
Yeah. So you think that the world of the occult is trying to turn people gay?
God. Oh, you're going back to that?
I'm asking you a question.
I'm asking you about trans. Okay. What is normal about being trans? Can you tell me?
What do you mean, what is normal about being
suddenly a man decides that he's a woman. He can't have a period. He doesn't have a vagina. /cunt.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly he could decide he's a woman. Why? Because he wants to play with Barbie, or he likes long hair?
Okay, it's not that he suddenly decides to be a woman. What it is, it's a way that, again, I understand, is that they don't feel comfortable with the way that they identify, and so they want to identify a way that makes them feel comfortable.
Fine.
When they identify that way, they feel more comfortable being who they are.
So can he cross-dress and not
a call for an uprising? If whoever dresses up like whatever and wants to be called whatever, it has absolutely no effect on me whatsoever.
How does that affect me?
It doesn't. It doesn't affect you. It shouldn't affect you, but you allow it to.
Well, it's a great question. I have a good answer for it. Sounds very much like "do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law."
Which is another thing you absolutely don't know. You don't know what that saying is, and what does it have to do with this? Again, these are they're really like three separate things that you're just bunching together. But that saying is a thelemic saying. It doesn't have anything to do with the will. It has to do with being who you are, being your true self, being your true will.
I know. And you're not the match for me. However.
And I'm what?
You're not the match for me. But.
I'm not the match for you? What?
You can't stand up and defend this bullshit against me. You sound like an imbecile. However, I pray for you. And I'm going to pray for you tonight as much as you're going to laugh and roll your eyes. I will.
Okay, well, you can do whatever you want. And if you are going to pray for
me, I've known you since I started my channel.
Huh?
I've known you since I started my channel. And we don't like one another. But I pray for you. I really do.
It's not exactly that I've never met you, to be quite honest. And I absolutely disagree with what you say. I absolutely disagree with the way that you say your message. I also disagree with the message that you have, and the message that you tell your audience is wrong.
And what is the message I tell
you set up your channel to paint witches and pagans and occultists as being responsible for something that they're absolutely not responsible for. Everybody in this chat, everybody in my chat is a pagan or an occultist, and they don't care.
You think that this is the thing. You aren't educated on it because you think that this entire system is set up on everybody votes, everybody selects who goes into power. It's all about us. It's about us. There's no, and you know fucking better. I know, I just know, because I know when I look at somebody, if they're smart or they're a dumbass. Okay, and no offense to what's her name in the chat. I get her standpoint on stuff against the Bible. She doesn't have a clue about this other shit. You know about the secret societies. You know about Freemasonry. You know all this shit. I don't know what you're involved in and what you're a part of. And honestly, I don't care. I don't.
Yeah.
But well, I don't think you're high ranking up enough where you're getting $500,000 a year and they're taking care of you. And I wish and I pray that you get out of it. But if you don't, you don't. But, for you to say that everything I say is bullshit is fucking, it's whatever. It's your opinion. You're allowed to say it. You're entitled to it. So
yeah, but a call for an uprising, I can prove the things that okay, not everything you say is bullshit, but a majority of what you say is bullshit. And when you say it, I call it out and I give you examples. All of my videos that I've made video responses to you, okay. I have links below, and I can prove that you are wrong.
Yeah, but you're talking about certain things in like the Satanic Bible and stuff. Like I'm not talking about LaVey's teachings and things like that. And all right, you don't believe at all that the Satanic Temple look at the agendas the Satanic Temple supports. You don't think there's anything suspicious about it?
What do you mean suspicious about it?
The only things they do is they go out and they attack Christians. You're laughing.
I am laughing because you don't know
that. They go to abortion clinics.
Have you ever looked at the history of the Satanic Temple, like where it came from, like where it was 10 years ago?
I know everything about them, and I know everything about the leader. I know all of them. Okay?
About the Lima?
No, I'm talking about Satanic. Yeah, I know everything about that too. I'm talking about the Satanic Temple. I'm talking about just them and the agendas that they support. You're laughing about it because you even know. It's like, okay, so they go where there's the 10 Commandments, and what do? They go to the bathroom. They go where there's abortions. Okay, so they go when they dump milk on each other. They go, and the only other thing that they do is they show up where people who claim to be sexually abused as kids in satanic rituals, they show up and they fight against it. And then they go, well, we don't believe in Satan. So why would they even show up at a place where people are like, well, you're satanically raped.
Because those people were wrongly accused.
But they're not, they don't believe in Satan. So what if these people were raped and molested and their parents really believed in Satan? Who the fuck are these people to show up?
For an uprising. Child abuse.
Satanists, we're going to show up.
Child abuse does happen. No one denies that. It is
okay. You don't think anyone's been involved in like satanic ritual abuse ever? Not one person, not one parent has practiced Crowley's. Followed.
I'll tell you what a call for an uprising. Why don't you do this? Why don't you research it? Why don't you do an incredibly detailed with links to credible sources, court cases even, and give me one
Oak Hill
case of actual
Oak Hill, West Memphis 3,
where someone was abused in an actual satanic ritual
West
that was
Memphis
brought
3,
to trial
Martin, Oak Hill.
Huh?
I'd love to see that.
West
Oak Hill was proven
Memphis, McMartin.
McMartin also was proven to be false.
Oak Hill, convicted.
False.
Oh,
so those are the only ones you can go back to. You can only go back to 3.
Were they convicted of Oak Hill, or did I just take a dump in my pants?
You only go back to 3.
That's because that's all he's got. He's just got the fake report.
Oh, you want more?
So a call for an
3 aren't enough for you. 3 aren't.
So
I'm sorry. I had 15
only those
on top of my head. I gave you 3, and you went.
So there's 3 that you can do.
West Memphis 3, convicted. Oak Hill, convicted. McMartin, debunked.
So each one of those that you mentioned, except for the West
really love the McMartin,
has already been debunked.
Oh, Oak Hill was? They served a lot of time in jail. So the West Memphis 3. What happened?
Why were they released from jail?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the fucking celebrities who got them out of jail?
They found out that the charges against them were false.
Who was up a judge's ass. Meanwhile,
the charges were false. That's why they
were.
Why
are you back, by the way? Did anyone invite you? What happened? McDonald's closed?
She can come back in if she wants.
I thought we were having a civil conversation. Now we're going to bring her back? I thought Derry
I thought we were too, but then again, you attacked my weight.
Yeah.
You just told me to shut the fuck up.
So a call for an uprising.
Okay.
So those are the 3 that you can.
So why were they convicted in the first place? Because of
which case?
Right?
Which case?
Because of the satanic panic? Tell me.
No, which case are you talking about?
Oak Hill or West Memphis?
Okay, let's talk about Oak Hill. So Oak Hill, they were, yes, the evidence was proven to be incorrect. There was a particular medical examination.
We're talking about kids getting molested.
I'm gonna mute you if you. So I muted you. Okay. So the Oak Hill Daycare Center, Fran and Dan Keller? Fran and Dan Keller? Whatever their names. Fran and Dan Keller, I think. This
is the one that had the tunnels supposedly.
No, that was McMartin. So
okay, I apologize. There's so many of them.
Yes. So the Oak Hill Daycare Center, the evidence that was used to convict them was found out to be false. A doctor found out that the way that he examined them was incorrect. And what they were charged with was they were charged with abusing the children, but it was found out to be false. And all the other nonsense allegations that were thrown in with it were just thrown out.
Why are they nonsense allegations?
Why are they what?
Why are they nonsense allegations?
Because it doesn't matter. If you abuse a child, it doesn't matter what your religious belief is. That's wrong, and you shouldn't be doing that. All that other bullshit was thrown out of court.
If you're convicted,
the only thing that stuck was the evidence that was used against them for abusing a child,
and it's not
was later overturned, and they were compensated for being in jail. like I forget how much money they were
You
compensated,
talking about Oak Hill?
but it was a good chunk of money because they
Yeah,
were
in Oak Hill, they got a lot of money.
because they were innocent. Do you understand that?
You believe they're innocent because you believe in their religious belief, though.
It doesn't matter if they were Christian or an atheist or anything.
Oh, okay.
You don't do stuff like that.
Do you believe in everything that the judicial system says? Like, do you believe OJ was innocent? I'm just
Our
asking
judicial
you,
system-
or do you not?
Our judicial system is not absolutely perfect, and yes,
Okay.
some innocent people
Okay,
get off.
They were convicted of being guilty. And then what a coincidence that the West Memphis Three, all these people get off the hook. And who are the people who were
The
standing
West Memphis Three weren't off the hook. They put in an Alford plea and released for time served.
How convenient there's a documentary by HBO, which, by the way, HBO at the time was so. I mean, HBO is still big, you know what I mean? Like, Sopranos, they have great, you know, not great, but I mean, they have like huge shows.
I have a question.
Decides to show up of all the court cases in all the world and produce a documentary that goes, well, these kids didn't do anything. Nobody talks about the little kids who were raped and murdered. Nobody gives a shit. What do they talk about? Oh, they were judged by Christians because they wore Metallica shirts. Who shows
I have a question.
Better Johnny Depp. What do you guys think? I was fucking born yesterday, and that's why I'm your biggest nightmare. Because you know what? I'm gonna wake up more motherfucking people than you can imagine, and you're gonna have to put a bullet through the back of my head. And guess what?
Why do you
wait for it?
Whatever. Go ahead, Zobora.
Does he think that new evidence is not possible to be brought forth to invoke innocence? Is it not possible to bring forth evidence to show one's innocence after
Why is no one convicted then?
Are you done?
I have no idea. I'm not even sure if I asked the question.
Why is the case closed? Where's the? Everybody says it's the dad, right? It's the one kid's dad. There's nothing going on. Just like OJ, there's nothing going on. There's nobody. You know, OJ comes the other day, and everybody's like, "Hey, OJ, you solved the murder yet?" I mean,
hold on one second, because Zobora had a question. Zobora, what is your question, Jen? And just spit it out, please.
Is it possible to bring forth evidence to disprove a current conviction, in your eyes, a call for an uprising, or the man, or whatever you want to go by?
Absolutely. Sephora, absolutely. Where is the evidence? Where is the case? Why is nothing happening? Why does nobody care about these children who were raped and murdered? They were children. They were babies. And nobody cares. What they care about are these guys who are now out and doing what? Practicing black magic, promoting black magic, and playing the victims.
So a call for an uprising. The West Memphis Three were found in a court. They were found to be guilty. Now, they pleaded innocent, or I think they actually pleaded guilty. But anyhow, they served their time and they were released. They made an Alford plea. So they served their time for
their full time
for their crime. Whether or not they were innocent or guilty, that doesn't matter at this point.
They didn't serve their full time.
They served their time. What do you understand our court system? Do you know what a judge does? Do you understand what a judge is in charge of?
You seem to be in very much support of people who worship Aleister Crowley, support Satanism, end up killing kids, and then you think that they're all innocent.
Where's your evidence for that, sir?
Evidence for what? Them supporting Aleister Crowley?
Yes. Where's your evidence that we?
Wonderful that you asked, because I've got multiple videos on it. Would you like to watch them? They open.
You have multiple videos about.
They actually they have a blood contract with Aleister Crowley, which they admit to on the stand in front of a jury that they took it. They cut themselves in blood and wrote a blood oath to Aleister Crowley. But of course, it has nothing to do with the sacrifice of children, even though that's what Aleister Crowley's teachings command as the most powerful form of black magic. Now,
no, he doesn't.
Prove that? Can you prove that at all?
yes, I can.
You're basing this all on one paragraph that is written in Aleister Crowley's writings.
Is she asking me at Aleister Crowley or asking me at the West Memphis 3?
Huh?
Is she asking me about Crowley or the West Memphis 3? Because I can prove it. I'd like to show her if she wants to see it. Do you want to see the West Memphis 3 thing? With them worshiping Aleister Crowley in the blood contract? Her mic's muted. She's muted.
Yeah, she has a muted.
I wasn't aware that I worshipped a man that I knew nothing about.
I didn't say. Oh my God! I'm talking about the West Memphis 3. No, okay. So nobody wants to see it. Of course they don't. How convenient.
So why don't you make a really strong case for these things?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
No, you don't. I'm telling you right now, your videos are not good. The evidence that you give is just it's circumstantial. It's not.
And that's why my channel before this month was the biggest growing channel on YouTube. Maybe in this genre, one of the biggest. Now they've obviously hindered it, which is really just bullshit, which even someone like you, I would respect if you even said, well, that's bullshit, they shouldn't hinder it. But you guys all work for the same team, and you guys don't want people like me speaking, and that's fine.
So let me ask you. I'm
sending you a link right now. Play it when I send it to you.
Okay, so my question for you, a call for an uprising, is: if somebody commits a crime, what does it matter what their belief is?
Does it matter when 3 kids are murdered? All the connections go back to specific people who have books in their home that talk about raping and killing children who are satanic worshipers. Does that matter to you?
Which book are you talking about? Are you talking about the Bible?
Between me and you, I give a fuck about kids. I give a fuck about innocent lives, and you clearly don't. And I would, at the very minimum, think that you would care about free speech. And as far as I'm concerned, after talking this entire time, you don't even care about that. And you don't realize that they're going to take free speech away from you. You know that?
We haven't even talked about free speech.
You just hate the gays, Carlos, and you just hate the gays.
The whole thing with gay speech isn't about free speech. They're going to take free speech away from you, both of you.
So you think that gay people don't have the right to speak?
No, I think they have the right to say whatever they want.
Then why are you against gay pride?
They tell me they want to kill me. Why can't I call one of them a faggot?
Because it's hate speech.
But what if they say something to me, hon? What if there's like one thing? Clearly, when I call you fat, it bothers you. Okay, and you know what? I'm not going to call you that anymore because it bothers you. But what if there was one thing?
You continue to do
How do you fucking know though? When you call me crazy, it doesn't bother me or hurt my heart or hurt my feelings. If you knew, if somebody was like, hey, when you call An Uprising crazy, like he gets really depressed, like he wants to jump off a bridge.
So
would you suddenly be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I wouldn't say that. I would say that to you. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have called you fat. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. That is how I feel. Because I don't want you to do that. Okay? I like to troll and I like to pick on people who attack me. But how would you don't know what word could possibly hurt me. You could say crazy and you could be like, oh, please, crazy? A call for an uprising to jump off a bridge? Because how do you know? You don't know. So what are we going to do? Take every word and suddenly go, well, this word hurts this guy's feelings. That word hurts that guy's feelings. Hellbound doesn't like to be called bald, or he wants to jump off a bridge.
All right. So I have about 14 minutes. I have about 14 minutes left, and then I'm gonna end this. If you want a call for an uprising, I'm more than happy to hang out with you again if you want, and we can discuss these issues. You can talk about. You can give me all the evidence. You can make your case.
I'm wondering how that doesn't make sense to you, though, as far as what is hate speech and what is.
What
Did I hurt your feelings?
You've talked about so many things.
Though you hurt someone's feelings, and then it's hate speech, and then how many words you wanted it censored?
Huh? What?
Why is that laughable? I mean, I can't even believe that you guys think it's funny. I mean, you both have an edge. So what
I think is funny is the way that
okay, fine. The word fag apparently is offensive, right? It's like the N word. Fine. We cut words like that back, okay? But it's like, when do you stop cutting the words back? When do you start hedging and go, oh, this guy's, he's crazy. This guy's a nut job. This guy's a loser. She's fat. He's fat. And somebody kills themselves and they go, oh, no. Have you seen? Have you
read An Uprising? You have to understand that if I
have you read 1984?
I'm gonna mute you again. I'm gonna mute you. Okay, so
I wasn't aware that I had offended you.
There's a huge difference between calling someone crazy and then telling somebody that they need to be burned at the stake. There's a big difference between those two things.
Oh my.
So, anyhow, I don't.
Going back to that, she knows that I don't want to burn her at the freaking stake. She's laughing.
But I don't.
Oh, well, guess what? We're talking one-on-one. I don't want to burn you. I don't wish death upon you. Okay.
Okay.
I apologize if you took it that way. All right. Jeez. You were worried that I'm going to show up with lighter fluid. You know what I mean? Give me a break.
No, but I think there is merit for people being concerned about. But I think there is a legitimate concern for people to be concerned that other people might take a hint or act upon you. Because a call for an uprising, you have to understand that you have to mute you again. You need to shut up and let me talk. I'm being respectful of you. You can be respectful of me. Okay, so the things that you say, other people can act upon because they buy your BS 100%. The person who went into Comet Pizza with an assault rifle, wanting to see the basement, was a fact. Was it or was it not a fact?
Puppets. You're puppets. You got both are puppets. She knows I would never do a fucking thing.
Okay, so you're denying that person went into Comet with a gun.
You're joking, right?
Did that happen or did that not happen?
Do you want me to say it? I won't say it on your channel. You know why?
You can say whatever you want on my channel. I don't care.
He doesn't censor, dude.
So did that or did that not happen?
Comet Ping Pong wasn't staged and rigged.
Oh,
it was staged?
Is that what you're asking me? I'm
asking you if it happened.
I can't. I'm not saying it. You're going to get striked, so I'm not talking about it.
Okay, so
you know what? I'm actually giving you a common courtesy and not saying. Okay, everyone knows how I feel. You can't say that now on here. You're going to get a strike, so I will not say that and be demonetized. So out of respect, I'm not saying.
I don't care if YouTube strikes this video down or not. I don't care.
You guys, you both have already shown your colors and where you stand. You support. Let's go back. You support children being transgender at 5, which is just holy shit, embarrassing. Shows that none of you have brains. That you're all mentally deluded. That you, I don't even know how to say it. Like, you should be put on an island somewhere.
So, Logan, I want you to know that I'm going to be using parts of this video to showcase this dude's idiocracy. Just so you know.
You don't have the permission for me to use my.
So okay.
Letting you know, big girl. So.
So I don't know. I mean, this. We didn't really get very far with this, but maybe
We
hopefully.
went through a bunch of stuff, and you defended every single thing that I've exposed and called out. You said I'm retarded, and I make no sense, and nothing I say has any credibility. And even when I talk about the West Memphis Three, you defend people who were convicted of raping and murdering kids because they eventually
Okay,
got
a
off.
call for an uprising. First of all, you're not listening to anything I'm saying because you've completely you've misrepresented my position twice now.
I have.
But yes,
Before you end this, go through the four.
if you would
Desmond, Oak Hill, McMartin.
if you please be silent for a second, okay?
Oh.
Concerning the West Memphis Three, they served their time. That's what I said.
And admitted guilt.
No, they did not admit guilt. They put in an Alford plea.
Do you believe the time that they served is worth the murder of three? The time that
I don't think they personally murdered the two children that they were accused of murdering. That's my personal views.
Thanks for knowing. Let me ask you, do you believe that they served the amount of time that they should serve? If you had three children or had one child and he was involved, is that warrant the amount of time that they served? And the fact that they're now glorified outside of jail and hanging out with Johnny Depp and Eddie Vedder and
when I put my head down to the pillow, I would want to know that whoever was convicted for that crime was 100% guilty of it. And
I hope, let me say one thing, and you can cut my mic. The two of you in this chat, you better know and you better listen to who I am. And you better not sit there and go, oh, it's a call for an uprising.
Wow, what an ego.
It's not an ego. I'm telling you right now, what's going to be done and what's going to happen to all of these occultists who butcher, molest, and do these things to children, there's going to be a face, there's going to be a name, there's going to be a time, and the time's going to be up. And that's not a threat physically or anything like that. But people are going to become more aware of exactly what you guys believe in. This 30-year dumbing down of society and accepting of your, Wiccan, New Age Christianity, satanic bullshit, it's done.
I wasn't aware that I was a New Age Wiccan Christian.
No, you're just a slob.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I tried to tell you. You can just mute them.
So we're all responsible for this somehow?
We're responsible.
Everyone involved in this stuff, and you both have sat here this entire time where I've given you a chance, as far as I'm concerned, in saying, okay, well, I don't like you at all, and I don't believe in what you believe at all. And you both have supported child abuse, child murder, murderers who have gotten off the hook who have worshipped Aleister Crowley. You supported Aleister Crowley. You support all the same bullshit that everyone else who's involved in the same fucking hood that you're all involved in. And
call for an uprising. What are you using as your evidence for this? What do you have? What is your proof for this? Nothing. You have no proof.
First of all,
baseless accusations.
First of all, you can watch the video.
You are accusing us of this. You have no evidence.
Scumbag in the eyes, and no, a scumbag when you see
it. You're a scumbag, Lilo. Can you hear that?
I've been called worse by much better.
I'm talking about you, slob.
Oh, of course. I'm the slob that accuses you of being a troglodyte.
Yeah, that's who I am. Your boyfriend with his mic.
Hey, my husband says he loves you.
Yeah.
So a call for an uprising. Again, I'm running out of time here.
The most wretched, which is the two of you.
Yay, the most wretched, Lilocan. We could put that in the Guinness.
Okay, so I'm muted.
I pray that you both save your.
So, okay, You have. I'm willing to talk to you again if you ever want to a call for an uprising, but you can't just make baseless claims. You're going to have to back your shit up with something.
So being guilty of the crimes and then getting out of jail makes them all innocent. And it's not convenient, or it's not a coincidence that all these people who were convicted of murders involving children who worshipped, excuse me, not the children, the people involved worshiping Aleister Crowley. It is no coincidence at all. That's like saying, if I went to
Are you saying that the
priests,
people who are in jail who are Christians committed crimes because they are Christians? All the people in jail who are Christians are there because they're Christians? Or are they there because they
you just defended 3 cases without even going, well, let me look into it. Let me think about it. Oh, no. You just had your fists up defending Oak Hill.
I asked you a question.
And I remember
are the people in jail who are Christian, are they in jail? Are the people in jail who are Christian?
When I did my Oak Hill video,
they committed a crime.
When I did,
why are they in jail? They're in jail because they committed a crime.
Am I allowed to be unmuted? Am I allowed to speak?
You're unmuted now, so answer my question, please.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
My question was, people in jail who are Christian, are they in jail because they are committed a crime or because they are Christian?
Okay. Well, that's a fair question. You're asking it from the stand. Well, what's the crime though? I'm talking about crimes.
It doesn't matter. It could be stealing. It could be murder. It could be anything.
All right, a Christian could rob a bank. A Christian can get a DUI. A Christian could rob a bank. A Christian could commit a murder. There's fake Christians who are Satanists.
So, but why are they in jail?
For committing the crime. But why do you believe? Okay.
Thank you. That's, you answered my question. They're in jail because they committed the crime.
So then why are convicted Satanists let out?
They're not.
Oh, so Oak Hill, they're completely innocent.
They were proven to be innocent, yes.
Why were they proven to be guilty and in jail for multiple years?
Because the evidence of the crime that they were allegedly accused of was faulty, and it was later on found to be false, and so they overturned the conviction.
Do you feel any remorse for the children who were raped and molested?
Most certainly, but I don't blame innocent people for their destruction.
You don't feel any sympathy for anyone.
How do you know that?
You only feel sympathy people don't eat. Let's be real. Let's go back.
How do you know that?
Well, I know. In my eyes.
How do you know that?
Why? Because you're full of shit and you're a hypocrite.
How do you know that?
Because you don't even know what you're talking about.
How do you know that?
Because I just asked you about the West Memphis 3 and you didn't even know what you were talking about.
I know about the West Memphis 3. I don't know about the other case you cited. So again, how do you know what I know and I don't know?
Okay, I asked about the West Memphis 3 and you specifically said, I didn't know that they, on the witness stand, admitted that they worshipped and loved Aleister Crowley. You just said that on record, did you not?
No, sir. I said I personally know nothing of Aleister Crowley, and even after you accused me of
nothing about Aleister. Okay. All right.
No, sir. I know nothing of Aleister Crowley other than he said that love is the law, and he was an exhibitionist.
Mm-hmm. Of course, love is the law. That's what you guys love, right? Love.
What's wrong with love?
That's what Loken's all about. Love it all.
What's wrong with love?
You know?
What's wrong with love? What do you have against love?
Tolerance? I don't know. Why don't you ask the Antichrist? But hey.
What's wrong with love? The Antichrist preaches love. Is that your answer?
I wish that was a good witch laugh. That was more like you got your.
So my laugh invalidates my message along with my body size.
You got your chicken McNuggets, I guess.
So my laugh and my chicken McNuggets invalidate my message.
Did you get those spicy ones? I heard they're making like spicy chicken McNuggets.
Nah, I can't eat spicy, dude. My gastrointestinal tract can't handle spicy.
I can. Yeah, I don't want to know about that. Thank you.
All right.
Hence-
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. Is there any last statement you want to make? A call for an uprising?
I do. I would like to say, on the record, I do not wish death.
Later.
Oh, dude, that was good. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. I'm sorry I couldn't let you stand alone at the end. I had to be there at least for visible support.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It was just too much chaos.
Dude, 3 hours of that shit was enough.
Yeah, because he doesn't let you talk, and he's I mean, at least his mic sounded like crap, so that was good, because normally, he has such a loud voice and such a loud presence. So yeah, it's all right. I just didn't want to, just because he was going to insult you, and then you were going to insult him, and I was just going to, you know what I mean? It was just going to be a back and forth, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to.
I wasn't going to insult him. I was going to ask him about how my body size invalidates my message.
Yeah, but then
he was going to go on about my hot dogs.
And then he was going to keep bringing that up because he wants to get under your skin,
Yeah, whatever, man. A lot of stuff is under my skin, including hot dogs. That was a lot of fun, to be honest. That was a great amount of fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I was hoping for a lot. I was hoping at least maybe understand something of where this man comes from, or,
I don't understand his connections. I really don't. Somehow triangle equals Illuminati, which equals Westminster 3, which equals children in drag, which equals Illuminati again.
And it's really disturbing the way that he keeps bringing up Desmond.
Who the fuck is Desmond?
Desmond is a kid who dresses in drag, and
Okay.
and he's danced in bars and I mean, they are exploiting this kid, in my opinion. I think
sounds like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great because it gives, like I said, teenagers who may be questioning their sexual identity kind of a role model. But I think that they're going about it in the wrong way. I don't think that he should be propped up as an idol, not an idol, but I mean, they're going about it the wrong way. It's not.
He shouldn't be up on a pedestal as the end all be all of the gay experience or the transgender experience, most certainly. But if this child feels different than others who identify as himself, if he feels like he wants to play with Barbies, or he feels like he wants to wear dresses, most people that I've talked to that happen to be transgender have said it was a very early age that they were aware that they didn't feel as if they were that gender. So I'm just going by what they say, because they are the ones that identify as trans. So again, what the fuck do I know? But if they feel like at 5, 6, 7 they want to identify with girls, then let them be so. But I don't think any child should be in a dress in a bar. No person under 21 should be in a bar, period.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, because I mean, that's role models. That was the word I was like, because I think it's great that they have kids being role models, but I think they need to be a role model in a positive way. And I think that the Desmond thing, I think what it is it's exaggerated, and they play to the stereotypes. And I don't think that in the end is beneficial. And I think that's really, really what they should play down. So
True.
I'm going to open it up to invite a couple more people on.
Sure, dude. I don't know how much longer you want to do this. We've been at this for a few hours.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm kind of getting back into the hang of things. So
Hey, take your time.
so
You know I support your bald, beautiful head.
So Amber, I sent you the link. So hopefully that one will work for you.
Ooh, I love Amber. Her and I talk regularly. No, I lied. We talk occasionally. I'm sorry. I'm a bad Wiccan. I lied.
About what?
I lied. I'm a bad Wiccan. Isn't that what the for An Uprising just accused me of? I don't know.
Well, it's like I don't understand how he makes all these connections, and then he thinks that somehow the occult is behind it. So it's like, okay, so if the occult is behind it, what is the purpose? And then he never gets past that point. I mean, I asked him that several times, like, okay, so there's a gay agenda. What's the purpose of it?
Right. Even I said, what is the purpose of it? Are they going to come to your home and start fucking each other on your dining room table? What's the purpose? And it never went anywhere.
Yeah, and it does seem like some of these, and he does, in my opinion, he seems like somebody who's homophobic. But a lot of these people who have a fear of gay people, they it's like they're afraid they're going to catch it or it spreads somehow.
It's an epidemic.
Well, again, I'm only going off of the news, but every evangelical preacher that I've known that has spoken so much against it seems to have been caught with a homosexual male prostitute involving drugs at some point. So again, what the fuck do I know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there have been some preachers who've been caught, caught with their pants down with a male prostitute.
Literally. I don't know, man. I don't understand the gay agenda because maybe I'm not gay, and again, he accused you several times of being a faggot, but I know you happen to be into women just simply because you've said so. And I mean, that's just how you identify, which is fine because I'm straight and I'm into men, I'm into my husband, whatever. But if pushing false stereotypes onto other people is how you win, then is that really a win in your book? I mean, it's a false.
It's a bully.
Yeah, it's a false bully.
Yeah.
So, again, whatever. Amber, get your ass in here.
There she is. Yeah.
There we are.
Hey, how's it going, Amber?
It's going good. I witnessed that whole what the hell, dude. I totally, yeah, no, that's like my trademark now, dude. But I totally wanted to come in, but like it would have been way worse.
Yeah.
So I just
booted me. You could not have said anything better, okay?
I mean, like if I was to talk with him again, I'd probably pull a good old-fashioned Matt Dillahunty on him and just like debate him to death until he like dies. But yeah,
I tried to, but then he went on some kind of weird tangent about slavery.
I don't understand. Like he literally sounded just like my dad. He made the exact same points in the exact same way, and it's just like there's not really anything you can do against people like that because they're just gonna say whatever pops into their head because.
Amber, since he sounds like your dad, have you ever been threatened by your father? Have you ever felt unease or unwelcomed in your home simply because of your beliefs?
Yeah, that's why I left one day. I either was gonna have him find a husband for me, or I wasn't allowed to live in the house anymore, so I just left.
So there was a legitimate threat against your freedom and your beliefs as a person
I
under
wasn't
a
allowed
Christian
to have
household.
beliefs as a person except for the ones that were force fed to me. So I wasn't, allowed to be angry or upset, But yeah,
So there was legitimate repercussions for not being a Christian in your household.
yeah, there is. I haven't I haven't really spoke to him about it.
That's pretty sad. I apologize to hear that Lilokin has dropped chat. I guess he's a little tired of hearing my ass.
Dude,
So we've only
don't
got a couple of
blame
seconds
him.
here,
I don't blame him, man.
which is great. I'm glad that you don't blame him. That's a level of forgiveness I have not achieved.
Oh, Lilokin for leaving? Dude, he just got put through the ringer. I wouldn't
I
like
know. Poor man.
dude, if he wants to take a year off and put some therapy in there, I would not judge him for that. Nah, bro.
We're gonna drop any second here, so I'm just gonna drop out. But it was good chatting with you.
It was good talking with you.